Yo, welcome everybody. We're kicking it off live back on a Tuesday. Election night watch party. Let me switch the camera here. This was just a spur of the moment thing. Figured this would just be an excuse to drink.
Might need one after this night.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to know anything by the end of the night.
Some states, Florida's already done.
Yeah. This guy, I stumbled across this guy's YouTube. His YouTube page is Depressed Ginger. And I guess he's really big into betting, like sports betting and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then he recently got into like tracking the election because I guess the betting for the elections has gotten real popular.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he kind of shifted gears for the season.
Election betting. Well, then there's that, I guess.
Let's see here. Let me crack something.
Surrounded by screens like the freaking Matrix right now. Between people I was talking to and trying to watch, and yeah. And there's people hitting me up right now too.
I know 4 years ago, Maricopa County was controversial.
It still is right now as part of the battleground. And they've been arguing about counting, even though they said earlier at 9 o'clock this morning it's as smooth as can be. But you know, people get stuff stuck in their head, and that's how it goes sometimes.
You would think if you were a state 4 years ago that was like totally scrutinized and ridiculed for not being able to count right, that you would get it, like you would go out of your way to get it right for the next election.
Well, they said this one's right, so.
Yeah, I think this year it'll be Nevada. Nevada and Pennsylvania are going to be in like the spotlight.
Think so? Well, Pennsylvania definitely, because all them damn electoral votes.
Well, the reason Nevada is in the spotlight is I guess they allow votes to come in for up to 4 days after today. So they'll keep, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like why there's not somebody just needs to say, no, get it done.
What I was reading earlier, I guess each state can kind of make somewhat of its own rules, but yeah, I agree. There should be like a cutoff time, like a federal cutoff time or whatever.
Yeah, if they need more time, then start early.
You would think.
And see, with early voting, I just think early voting is so easy.
It is.
It's like vote early, and then you don't have to deal with all the chaos of today.
Exactly. I walked into the box yesterday. It took me longer to get there, and it's 2 miles away than it did to, okay, this is the box. Put it here if you're already done. You filled it out yourself, correct? Yes? Okay. Valid. Thanks. Bye.
Yep. So the way this guy's doing his map is it looks like if the color is solid blue, then it's Harris. If it's solid red, it's Trump.
Well, he's got solid and he's got
and if it's
translucent.
pink, that means it
still
hasn't.
Counting?
If it's pink, they haven't called it yet, but it's leaning. And then if it's light blue, it's leaning the other way.
Yeah, that's similar to a map I have up right now. Because I have the Associated Press YouTube map on the other screen.
Yeah.
Because it's showing both of the rallies, and oh my God, the contrasting difference. Kamala's is literally like a party with moving heads and DJs and people are in a good mood. And then if you look at Trump's party, it looks like a board meeting with a bunch of red hats. Like literally. Actually, I put it in the, in the Slack.
Funny. Yeah, here goes the needle. This is the I think this is the Associated Press needle.
Huh.
So
I'm on their channel and I don't see it, but I wonder where he's pulling that from.
Yeah, so what they do is this just went live, this needle. It went live a few minutes ago. What up, Crooked Delta 601? Yep.
Oh,
It's,
Crooked Letter? That's the homie.
It'll be nice when this is all over.
That part.
Until another 4 years.
Yeah, but at least we can take a break from whichever way it goes. Like, man, tired.
Yeah.
Especially living here in AZ, you can't touch anything media without hearing something about it.
Well, the last couple days, my TikTok, no dancing girls. All I want to do is see dancing girls or sneaking a nipple, but none of that. None of that. It's all just politics.
Yup.
Right now, with the states that have been called confirmed, it's 95 Trump, 35 Harris. Of course, there's going to be obvious, like California. There's certain states that haven't closed yet that they won't call, but I guarantee, like when California closes at 8:01 or whenever they, like 1 minute after, they'll call it for California. They won't even count. Like some of these states, like CNN, AP, they don't even bother with the count. Like an Indiana or a Kentucky or Tennessee, Alabama, those are just instantly like Trump. And then you have the other ones like Vermont and Illinois. Like some of them will just instantly be called. Like I'm surprised they haven't called Illinois. Normally they don't even like, there's not a point of even counting in Illinois.
Never know.
But there's been so much outrage in Chicago over the immigrant problem.
Right.
There's a lot of talk of flipping Illinois, but it's not realistic. It's just not, it's not something that'll happen probably in the next couple cycles. The problems have to be ongoing a little longer than just like 2 or 3 years of an immigration problem.
Yeah, the immigration stuff is not new. It's the way that it was presented and attacked is the difference.
Well, Chicago had a big problem because they were they misbudgeted by $1 billion, which is even for Chicago is pretty bad. They need $1 billion now to make up the spending that they didn't account for, and now they're talking about raising property taxes, and that's how you lose the vote. When you start messing with someone's property tax, they probably are not going to vote for you.
If you mess with their money at all, they're probably not going to vote for you. But yeah, definitely property tax because you can't get around it. Even
Illinois,
if you own the house,
we got the worst property tax here. I mean, it's pretty terrible here. But Chicago, yeah, they got a lot of, Chicago's got a lot of problems anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So when they, I think what's going on, the reason Chicago's so upset is there's a lot of impoverished black communities.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting nothing now that migrant problems have become like the nation's top priority.
Yeah.
So they're pissed. They're pissed in Chicago.
I would be too. If I was born and raised there and been struggling the whole time, and then a not so new problem pops up, and that's where all the focus is, yeah, I'd have a problem with it too.
Yeah. So Virginia right now, Virginia is probably just going to stay blue. It's because of the Arlington, the DC suburbs.
Yeah.
It's so heavy blue there. The whole rest of the state's red, except for the college towns like Charlottesville and I think that's their big one. What's Charlottesville like? Virginia Tech. That's in.
They'll say get rid of that damn electoral college.
Yeah.
Everything it's based on is 50 years ago, and slavery and slave ownership and everything else.
Yeah. See, the problem though is the little guys won't. I think it'll just be too heavy. Like California and New York would decide everything for the whole country because you got the two biggest cities there. And whatever they decide, we'd all have to live with.
Well, right now, it doesn't matter. We still have to live with what the Electoral College says. Why is Pennsylvania, 17 or 18 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
As far as the electoral votes. So you're voting to have a person vote for you. But yet, if you go to the polls, they can't even touch your envelope that's already sealed.
Right.
So what kind of sense does that make? Most people don't even know who their electoral voters are.
That's why, one way or another, this needs to be a blowout. Because if it's not a blowout, then we're going to hear about this for months of some kind of...
Depending on who wins, we still will hear about it for months.
Well, if it's a blowout, I don't think we will. Because if it's a blowout, the other person's just got to say, damn, I got beat down.
I don't know. They didn't admit it the last time.
2020 was too close. The whole election of 2020 was decided by like 40,000 votes or something. Right. In the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. Like, you know, but if it's like, see, I think in 2020 it was like 51 to 49 or something. It was real close. Mm-hmm. If it's like 60-40 by the end of the night, 60% to 40, whoever, then no one, I don't think anybody can say there was fraud, because that's just too big. What's the phrase? Too big to rig.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
So it's got to be a blowout. Otherwise, we're going to hear about it.
We shall see. Oh, crap. You know what? My lights are still on battery. I forgot to switch. I was doing some testing earlier, so all of my lights right now are running on battery packs.
Oh, okay.
I need to switch that back real quick. I mean, they'll last for a while, but I don't know where they're at because I can't see the back of them from here. So
this guy's checking this guy is using the AP map too. So he's going into the AP.
Yeah, I'm looking at what he's posting and I'm comparing it to what's in my other screen. And it looks similar. I thought I saw some more blue towards the middle though. Whatever's above Texas, I can't tell on the little screen. Well, I know I get over an hour and a half out of these on battery at 100%, so I'm cool with that. Damn dog done made herself right at home in here. I can't even move. Is that you typing? You sound like freaking Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My wife was asking me something.
Oh.
She was watching some other podcast and someone was complaining about student loans or something.
Oh wow.
She said, "Why is someone trying to tell us we got to pay for their student loans?" I said, "Well, sometimes people just want free shit.
Quite a few people.
And politicians will promise free shit to get that vote.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Transition button. There it is.
What's this latest update? Oh, Rhode Island. Looks like Rhode Island is going to Harris. Oh, they already gave that to her.
Oh, yeah, the Vermont, all that area.
Yeah, I'm surprised New Hampshire's still in question. New Jersey, they think that'll go to Harris for sure. DC already went to Harris.
Yeah, his map is pretty close to what I'm seeing on there. He might even be pulling from there. I don't know.
Oh, he is. That's AP. I can see in the bottom corner of my TV. Because I have it. Well, I have YouTube up on this TV right here. I'm watching his stream, but I also have it in the on Ninja. But yeah, it's AP. I can see he's got the little AP logo in the bottom left corner.
Gotcha. I'll switch my screens because I got Ninja on half of this main screen. And then I had OBS on the other half, but it's not like I'm playing with scenes right now, so I don't need it over here.
Oh, Trump just went up. They both just went up a little bit. Trump went up to 101. Harris went up to 49.
There we go. Now I got a better view. I'm about to turn these damn comments off, though. This shit is ridiculous.
See, these states, these like certainties like California, New York that go to Harris, they should just, I kind of wish they would just mark those out. That way we get a better picture of like the realistic closeness of who's closer to 270.
Yeah, but if you think 4 years ago, there's a couple of states that they didn't think were going to flip, and at the last second, like Cat Williams said it best, you came back from commercial, they were crying, and
Right.
So it looks like
Damn, Trump went back up in Virginia, but I don't think they've really counted the suburbs of DC yet. I think that'll be a blowout though. Once they count DC suburbs, it'll go to Harris.
Probably. Right now I'm seeing 101 Trump, 49 Harris, but we still got 3/4 of the map to go.
Yeah.
And Arizona's still voting. It's only 5:30 here.
Right. And Arizona probably won't come in until later in the evening as far as the count.
Probably after midnight. Cali's still voting too, technically.
Yeah, but they'll immediately mark that blue.
Yeah, I mean, we know which way they lean, but they're still going.
That's all Hollywood right there.
What the hell is that prediction he's got on there?
That's the betting markets, poly market.
Oh.
So in the betting markets, Trump's up big.
Yeah, 69 to 30. I don't know anything about that market, but interesting bet. Like, how do you pick odds for something that's ongoing? Is there a parlay? Like, oh, I bet she gets here. Like,
I don't know if they do. They probably do state by state. I mean, you could probably jump in there, and I don't know what the cutoff is. I can't even imagine betting on an election. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's still going for a couple hours in some places.
But those initial odds, they just do that by the polls. So they'll take surveys, which to me is pretty unreliable.
Yeah, what people say in a survey versus what actually happens.
Yeah, because I actually lie on surveys.
A lot of people do, depending on what it's about.
I usually don't even answer though. If I don't around election time, if I get a call, I don't know who it is, I'm not answering. I already know who it is.
I've been getting 100 freaking texts. I'm like, y'all are assholes. I've blocked so many numbers, but they just keep pulling up new ones.
Yep.
We just need 1,000 more votes. You could change this. You could change my number.
Oh, look, I can. So at the bottom of the screen, it says you can vote. You can bet on Trump.
It's hard to read on here.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't understand. It's like you can pay 72 cents to bet on Trump, or you can bet against him for 29 cents.
What?
I don't know what that means.
So for him or against him, but that's neither one of those are for Harris. So
yeah, and so for hers, it's kind of the opposite, I guess. Yeah, I've never done this, and it shows how much betting is going on. That's hard to believe.
I didn't even think betting was legal in that many states. It's only, 10 states or something? 15? It's not a lot.
That's crazy.
I know most bets you have to live in that state too for it to be legal.
Well, if it's around in 4 years, we'll have to do some research first. Maybe put some bets down. That way we have skin in the game.
Right. Like, I bet on you. You better win, bastard.
Georgia's very close.
Georgia, that's one of those
I guess it's not very close. It's still so early though.
Right.
It's got it's leaning slightly red.
What time did Georgia's polls close? 8?
No, 7.
7? So they're already done.
But it took them an hour before I think their first precinct even reported.
I I mean, it's a lot to count, so I get it.
Yeah, and Georgia also had a lot of controversy in 2020.
Yeah, they did, and their population dense.
Yep. A lot of, I mean, obviously Fulton County, Atlanta is going to be heavy.
Yep.
And then you're going to have like the college towns, Savannah.
Yep. Fulton, Savannah,
Augusta.
Powder Springs, I think, is half and half.
Yeah.
Augusta, definitely. But then you get out into like Cobb and some of the other ones, they cross lines all over the place.
Right. What's he talking about? I still can't believe Illinois hasn't gone solid. I wish he would focus in on Illinois and show us what's going on there. Like, what?
Open your front door and look outside. If you see blue fireworks.
Not in. I live in a town of like 3,000 people.
Well,
I think in the last election it was like 3,500 people voted for Trump and like 1,700 people for Biden. It was pretty lopsided. But yeah, this is all farmers out here for the most part.
Yeah.
And we all know that Chicago decides our fate.
Yeah.
So we're just going in there to vote for like our county attorney and our coroner. I still don't understand why is a coroner someone you elect?
I didn't even know you did.
Yes, there's coroner signs everywhere. Like, vote for like Hennessy for coroner. I'm like, who? Is he qualified? Like a coroner to me is like I imagine someone on CSI. I don't know. Am I thinking of the wrong job title? Like, makes no sense.
Damn, I got 4 or 5 people hit me up now. Let's see. My BTS camera actually turn on this time?
He just refreshed his AP screen. Let's see. North Carolina's still up in the air, but it's a slightly red right now. Oh, Harris had a little bump. I don't know what she just grabbed, but
I don't either.
Illinois went solid, and that's a big one.
Oh, okay.
So now she's up to 71.
The shy.
Yeah.
They have spoken.
That's why I was so curious. Like, what is taking Illinois so long? It never takes this long. It's like, I know, even though there was so much outrage in Chicago, there's people aren't going to do anything about it.
There's a lot of Puerto Ricans and stuff in the shy. And them last few comments probably did not help.
Yeah.
Where is my BTS camera? Not that one.
Virginia's still up in the air. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah, they're pink.
Usually by now they would have counted that DC suburb and blued them out.
Oh, there we go. Oxcam. Yeah, that latency is a lot lower too.
Yeah, I've been using that ultra low setting on the the go live option. So that's definitely making a difference.
I see it because as soon as I switched, it was like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah, because without it, I think it was about a 30 to 40 second lag.
It took a minute. Like, you're responding to stuff that happened already.
Right. Yeah, it sucked for the chat because by the time they would say something, when they would see our response would be a minute later, even though we were immediately responding.
Right. Let's see.
Damn, the odds are still sliding even further to Trump now on the betting odds. They must really feel like California, Oregon, New York.
Oregon's hard to say.
Yeah.
Cali's not. New York is not.
Yeah, those will definitely go Harris. A lot of those others, New Mexico will go Harris. Arizona's up in the air. Colorado is a tough one.
Colorado normally is Republican.
Okay, that must be the rural communities must be offsetting Denver.
Yep, they are.
Utah will be red. Wyoming, obviously, Nebraska, all that. Minnesota will go blue. Wisconsin probably go blue. Yeah, I'm surprised the betting odds are just so heavy Trump.
Maybe it's just the type of people more likely to bet on it. I didn't even know about this until you just pulled it up. Like, who the hell's ever bet on a president before, like in public? You might bet a friend, but
I think 2020 was the first time they did it, and it was really like low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a big separation. I mean, even in the voting, 19 million for Trump, 16 million for Harris. New York, California will flip that easily. And then it'll just be a matter of all the little rinky dinks.
You still got some East Coast up there that's not turned in.
Yeah.
We know New York most likely. Damn it, he changed the map. Now I can't see it. New York most likely blue, but I don't know how many votes they get.
Oh, what's Michigan? Michigan's going to be a big one. That's Big Harris right now. So that should be blue.
If I share my screen, would it share to us or would it go there?
It'll share just to us.
Okay. Because right now there's Greek steppers and everything partying on Harris rally. Trump's rally is a bunch of people dressed like Trump staring at their phones. Like it's so different.
Is that on AP?
Yeah, on YouTube, but AP. Actually, I could send you a link. You could toggle if you wanted to. Hold on, I'll put it in the... You have your Slack on there, right?
Yeah, I think. I don't know if I have Slack installed on this one, but I should be able to get to the website.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
All right, let me just open it up in a browser. Yeah, because I don't have Slack installed.
Because there's big differences in what's being displayed. I mean, like the map is still there, but looking at the differences in the two rallies is just wow. Because right now there's sororities dancing at Harris's.
Damn, it is. The betting odds are just getting further and further. Oh, Trump is winning Maryland? That is strange. Oh, he's winning big.
I just watched some AKAs.
Okay.
I watched.
B. Hurley says Colorado's been blue lately, I guess.
Oh yeah, he used to live there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's another one of the homies. Those are alphas.
You got to be blue to legalize to set that trend of legalizing certain things. I remember going to Colorado when it was first legalized. Like
that was one of the first states.
Oh yeah, I think it was, and so it was so funny because a girl ran up to some cops and said, "Some dude just stole my weed," and they were like, "Yeah." So
I bet she didn't look like me.
She looked like a tweaker though. She looked like a tweaker. But actually, I don't think it was legal yet.
Maybe not. Even if it was, that's people I know. That's not their first reaction.
Yeah. But we had some as soon as it was legal, we went to a dispensary up in Denver and grabbed some gummies.
First time I went to a dispensary here was just last year, and it still was weird. Like, how is this legal? You have all these shelves of just deliciousness. It's 1,000 times stronger, and why? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And I'm used to knowing the guy that knows the guy versus walking in and handing cash to a cash register.
Mm-hmm. All that tax.
But it's not like I do it often, so it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, I bought. I went to a dispensary in St. Louis, and a friend of mine does a promotion for them. And so we went in there and they had some good deals. I mean, they had like some 2-for-1s.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Especially
I stocked up on like
customers.
3 canisters, like little mint canisters of gummies.
Yep.
It's like buy 2 get 1 free.
Yep.
And then I got a vape refill, and which I only tapped at like once a week or something.
Oh, it doesn't take much. Not these days.
Yeah, it's good for sleeping. Like that thing really puts me to sleep.
Same here. I'll be right back. Since I hadn't really planned this, I need to let the dog out. And
let me look at the map, see what's going on. Texas is still undecided. North Dakota is pink, which means it hasn't been called yet. But come on now, North Dakota. Why is Missouri pink? That's weird because I thought they had already called Missouri. And Missouri is always red, but it looks like it's pink right now. Like it's up in the air. I might need to get my own map. Michigan's still up in the air. New York polls close at 8:00. So 8:00. Oh, well, they should have closed already. So the New York Times is saying that Trump's going to hit 281, which is, New York Times is left leaning. So for them to say that, that's pretty, that's saying something. I mean, unless they're just trying to motivate some people in California to get that vote in. Georgia's still too close to call. You can see Kamala Harris is killing it in the Atlanta area.
Yo.
Oh, look at this. Hey, we needed your expertise on some of this betting stuff here. Do you see this?
No.
Do you see this in the corner of the screen, the 74% to 20?
Oh, yeah.
That's betting odds.
What the hell?
Yeah, so if you bet on Harris right now, I mean, you're getting paid off 3-1 or 4-1 or whatever that is.
Yeah. Damn. How's it looking?
It's way too early because, California and New York are going to swing this.
Oh, yeah. The fucking map is right there.
Yeah. So it's still too early.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was still looking at the fucking odds. What the fuck? My eyes are burning right now. I don't even know why.
I got an idea.
No smoke yet.
I'm reading B.
Shit.
Hurley's comment about legalizing weed in Colorado. Looks like they didn't do their due diligence.
Wait, hold up. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, shit. I just came in like whatever.
Man, there's a few of my homies in the chat right now.
My bad. Yeah, it never tells me anymore. For some reason.
Hey, did you bet on the president?
Do you
Oh,
want
me?
Yeah. Did you do
It's
like
still live right now.
Did you do like a parlay or something?
Nah.
Whatever he bets, vote against it.
Yeah, exactly. I broke that streak.
Hey, my new shit came. Obviously, that bottle. And everything is like legible now.
Missouri just went blue.
Chicago. Or no, that's Illinois. Missouri, dude?
Missouri,
Oh.
that's St. Louis.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
that makes
KC.
sense. KC Mo's got a dense population.
Yeah.
Even though, what's his name? Eddie Griffin's from there.
Okay.
And he was talking about Kamala's ass for like a half hour last night. I was like, bro, did she do something to you personally? Like, shit. I was looking for comedy to get a break from all this political bullshit, and he went off on her. I was like, well, that didn't work.
Then you just run right into it.
Literally, face first, like skirt, gotcha.
Hey, look, I had to rock the colors.
What that white and what?
America.
Oh,
America.
I got the AZ flag. Check that out.
Yeah.
Set that up in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, something different. All right. So I was going to do an I voted sticker, but there's different ones for every fucking state. So I was like,
So yeah, in Colorado, I'm guessing all that tax money they make off of weed sales is probably just lining someone's pocket.
That's what Hurley's talking about.
Yep.
You might want to gargle my ball sack.
Who the fuck that had to be E?
It was not.
That was Soldier Boy from The Boys.
No, but I mean, who
No,
just did
that's
that?
a new sound I just grabbed.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah. Hey, I'm multitasking.
All right.
I
No
need
worries.
to.
We just
not doing
fucking
it.
around here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be prepping for the podcast tomorrow.
All right.
Thursday.
Tomorrow? I'm like, shit, what?
No, Thursday.
I'm like, oh.
Oh, he was just talking about Arizona. I didn't see what he said. But Arizona's still open, so he can't really.
It's
they
not even
haven't pushed out
there
any numbers yet.
I don't think we'll get numbers from here till after midnight.
Damn it!
How did you get that other link that I sent you?
Let me
Tommy?
look.
So you could see the difference in. I mean, I see the map is the same, and his commentary is cool, but look at the differences in the rallies or parties, depending on how you look at it. Well, I have it on my other screen, but
Damn.
because I heard, "Let me clear my throat," and they all came out like dancing and shit. I was like, "What the fuck? I want to be there." Even if I wasn't voting for whatever, I just want to be there for the party.
I think that's
Having
what's
a
been
block
happening.
party?
Is a whole bunch of people have been just going just to see celebrities at her rallies.
I mean, they got star power for a reason.
Yeah.
People keep forgetting that the whole word of fan is fanatic. So if that's your
sitting here,
your person.
We've been sitting at 71 to 101 for probably like 20 minutes now, at least.
Yep, there hasn't been an update.
No one wants to make a call.
I don't know. I'm seeing more and more blue, like in the Kansas City, the Missouri. Damn it! Switch your map back, you bastard! Every time I go to read it, he flips because I have it on another screen, but his is zoomed in.
Virginia is very close. Holy cow! Virginia's about to flip blue.
They've
already called it blue. But look, it's funny. There's more votes for Donald Trump, but they've already called it for blue because they know the DC suburbs are going to go blue.
People got that premature ejaculation going on. Yeah. That's my guy. Pow!
Who's he showing? I don't even know. He's showing like DDHQ. I don't know what that is. It's some
I have
site.
no idea. I know New York streets are filling up quick. That looks like Times Square. I wonder if my uncle, I got family out there. I wonder if he's there. What you sipping on in that can? That's like your second one. I heard you pop one a minute ago.
This is my second. This is just another Mountain Dew.
The hard?
Hard, yeah. I have a zero sugar, by the way.
I still haven't found it.
I have an eggnog. What are the little bottles that we do? The bulby bottles. I can't think of what they're called right now. Well, I got an
Buzzballs?
Buzzball. Yeah, I got an eggnog. I'll save that for like once we get more a little closer to the festive seasons.
I was like, eggnog hard? Ugh.
I'm not sure what to expect from that. Because I'm not a big fan of eggnog anyway.
Me either.
That shit is gross.
Drinking something with the word egg in it is not appealing.
It's not natural.
Let's see here.
The fuck?
Someone needs to make a call. Call something.
They're scared.
Things are just too close this year.
There's a whole lot more riding on it than there used to be. The division's a little different.
Yeah.
I keep having these fucking people. What are they? I don't remember what they're called. That keep coming to my goddamn door with their clipboards. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Talking about like door knockers for the election or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
They still an hour left, so it's a last minute push.
Yeah, I'm like, too late, bitch.
That's right. Well, I mean,
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Don't want to hear any of your shit.
That one vote. They ain't knocked on my door. I'm not going to say how I'd answer the door in here because this is a public forum, but it's like, look, you see that no soliciting, right? Can your candidate read? Can you read? There you go.
What are the odds? Well, the odds are still heavy Trump right now, 71.8% on the betting.
Oh, damn. But why don't you bet?
Right?
I've never seen you this interested in betting ever.
I should have.
You still can.
I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't bet on the favorite though, because there's no real payout in that, right?
I have no idea. I've never seen presidential betting before.
Basically, I mean, in any betting, if you bet on the favorite, you're betting an amount to win less than you would lose if you lose. Right. So it doesn't seem worth it. But if you
the payoff is not great.
Yeah, if you parlay some shit together though, like how many votes a certain state will get, or like what color it's going to wind up along with the winner, then you might get some money out of it.
Okay. So you have to take some risk.
Yeah, that's like a hypothetical for.
Well, shit, New York, they're marching down the street now. There's a lot of people. I don't know what they're marching for, but.
Florida. Oh, Florida's going to be solid.
Yeah, that's one of the ones you don't even have to guess.
Georgia's still up in the air. Let me bring up.
Those look like Syrian flags, I think. Damn it, if I put another big-ass monitor in here, it'll look like I'm never looking at the camera. Well, normally it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to split screen, but there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. I mean,
I got OBS over on one monitor by the turntables. I got these two split in front of me, and the other monitor is on the far right, but I'm not, if I put something over there, yeah, I'm gonna really look like an old man. What did you say, Sonny? Oh, hey, I'm using your newers.
Oh, your mic?
Yeah, still sounding decent, I hope.
I did. Yeah, it does. I didn't even notice.
It's not quite as deep and as rich as the bottom mic, but I mean, shit, for what it is, it's been on for 2 hours now because I was doing tests with it earlier.
Yeah, I did some testing the other day, and and it sounded pretty good. Just because I hadn't really played with any of the settings or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did some testing with it, and I thought it sounded pretty damn good.
Now that I got a decent input, I'm happy with it because I tried to return it and they didn't respond.
Oh shit!
Well, remember the first time it was nothing but noise.
Yeah, it's true.
ESP, so I was like, this is bullshit. Like, I don't care how good a deal it is if it doesn't work.
Right.
But now, if you didn't notice, then it's working correctly.
No, it sounds great.
Because I got the transmitter sitting over here in my pocket, and I just got the little lav on.
B. Hurley is B. Hurley in Colorado or in Arizona?
He's in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
I met him here in Arizona. Then he moved to Colorado, and now he lives in Florida.
I remember when I was trying to.
Oh, somebody just got called. New York, of course.
But someone else just got called because Trump just jumped.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, all those states, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, Oklahoma.
I was like, they jumped like Arkansas. 2 seconds apart.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, E?
Oh, I was just gonna say. Remember when last time I was trying to transfer files, my feed got all shitty.
Yeah.
I was stupid and I didn't plug my phone directly in, so I just did that right now. It transferred everything over, no problems.
Plug your phone in to the
to my laptop.
Oh, you were doing it wireless?
Yeah, I was doing it wireless last time. That's how I usually do it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That was some large files to transfer.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I just did it right now. It was quick as fuck and no problems. So that's good.
That's awesome. That makes a huge difference too.
Which means that next time I need to multitask, I can do it and not affect anything.
I didn't even know you did it. Like there was no glitching, no weird sounds, no nothing.
Yeah, and then I figured, if I did the virtual camera, I changed the setting to just pick up only that source for my camera. That's why you don't see my lower thirds up there. That way I can do all of my screen work and not affect anything. And not have to use a tiny little side screen with the studio mode.
I thought you put it on the other screen, but I got you. Because you got like 4 screens in front of you.
Yeah.
So I thought you were on the other screen. I got it. It's working.
Yeah.
I just didn't put a lower third on this scene because this was too important, and I wanted that election thing down there to be legible.
Yeah. No, it's a nice scene.
I wonder what Magix is doing. He jumped on to Ninja before I went live.
So
really?
I texted him before you went live, and he went somewhere. He said he's going to jump on as soon as he gets back.
All right, because he was on Ninja for like a minute, and I had forgot to turn on my Roadcaster because I had turned everything on like hours ago, except for my Roadcaster because I was bringing in this big TV. So I don't know if you saw, like I got this big TV sitting here. So I got this big TV I just brought in.
You brought someone's family room into your fucking studio.
Yeah, and
what happened to the other one that's across the room that's on the fucking
There's another TV
it's across the room.
Yeah. It's still there too.
I'll swap out the 55 for the 39 or whatever that is.
So you're sitting next to a 59-inch TV. That's why you can read everything on the screen.
Yeah.
Getting fucking sunburn and shit.
I'm getting radiation.
Look, we go on the cast tomorrow, and half his face is like 2 shades darker. Do you change your lights? No, I turned them off. I'm just burning from this TV. Damn, New York's got a whole parade or something. Do you see that shit in the other screen?
Yeah.
Let's see, FD going by, PD. The streets closed briefly when whoever that was went through. So this dude is also streaming off the New York Times and highlighting it. I see what he's doing. He's got the paid version.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's not creating all that real time by himself. There's no fucking way.
No.
But I see what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's using a few different sites, AP, NYT, and then these betting sites. Because like I was saying, he was a sports betting, like he was into sports betting and stuff, and then he just flipped over to the election.
This guy that's on the screen right now?
Yeah. This guy, the stream I'm watching, this guy called I can't remember his name. Hold on. Yeah, what's he called?
You can't see it on that big ass TV?
No, it doesn't show anything about the channel. Oh, Depressed Ginger.
Oh shit.
Because he's a redhead dude.
Yeah.
I can't tell. He's glowing. Dude's fucking borderline albino.
Yeah. So they still...
Damn it. My other camera's blocking the screen. Oops.
Colorado just went blue. New Mexico went red. That's odd.
Well, they're not done, though.
Yeah, that's way too early. New Mexico will probably end up blue, and Colorado will probably stay blue. But I think the Kansas and Missouri will flip red.
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought they had already called Missouri red.
And then
No, New
California is
Mexico just dropped out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so down here, E on the left is Harris. On the right is Trump.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of who voted for who, there's huge contrast differences in the events. Especially about 5 minutes ago when they were all dancing. I was like, huh. Is it convenient that they put Harris on the left and Trump on the right, or did it just happen to work out that way?
Was it this?
It was not that. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't that either.
Iowa just appeared red. Oh, they're saying he just said that New Mexico was a faulty report, and so they
Told you.
yeah.
Premature
New Mexico being
technology.
red was weird.
Well, it's not that, but it's the time because it's 6 here.
Yeah. But New Mexico has gone blue like the past 20 years.
But there hasn't been talks about like getting rid of immigrants and even legal migrants like there has been in the last year.
Yeah, New Mexico is I think it's a low income state. So they'll probably lean Democrat.
That's your deduction, low income. I was waiting for the rest of it. But
Pretty
I'm like,
much.
Oh, wow, damn.
Maine's blue. I'm surprised that's not solid.
New York is not low income. Low income there is fucking high income here.
Yeah, but New York is the machine.
And PA and Maine and Vermont. That's expensive places to live.
Yeah.
Texas has got a mariachi band right now. Hold on, I gotta share that screen. Yeah. Look, that's literally what they're doing.
Oh shit.
I have my audio muted, but that's what they're doing.
Let me go to.
I see 2, 3 horns, some guitars. Yeah, literally. I heard a ping pong. I unmuted it for a second.
See, I like the way Nebraska and Maine are set up. They don't go all or nothing with their electoral votes. All the other states, the other 48 states are all or nothing. Like if
What? Yeah,
Trump,
what do you mean by that?
if Trump wins 1,000 votes and Harris gets 999 votes, all of the electoral votes for most states will go to the winner. But in Nebraska and Maine, they break it down by congressional district.
A lot of places do district.
No, not in the Electoral College. Only those 2 states. Maine and Nebraska are the only 2. Like if you look at the AP map right now, Nebraska and Maine are the only 2 where you'll see different colored dots inside the state. Because every other state, it's all or nothing. Whoever wins, wins it all. But in Nebraska, Omaha has its own district, and they have their own electoral vote. And then the rest of Nebraska has its own electoral votes. And Maine's the same way. Like Portland, Maine has its congressional or electoral vote, and then the rest of Maine has an electoral vote. So
Interesting.
that would make more sense if other states, that way, like Illinois wouldn't be all Chicago. Because right now, Illinois, the state I live in, whatever Chicago decides, the whole state does.
Or if you got rid of the electoral college.
Well, in that, like I said before, though, that means California and New York would decide for the whole country. Because California has the most people.
Oh.
Yeah, California has more people than any other state. So
Texas isn't far behind them.
yeah, Texas is not far behind. But
Tejas.
California would still decide, and I don't want California deciding for me. California is fucked.
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah.
I just unmuted it for a second.
Well, the New York Times is still saying that Trump will win 282.
Well, at this point, it's all predictions. So.
Yeah, this is all just guessing. Oh, Trump just went up to 137. What went solid?
I saw that too. I don't know what changed.
It looks like Ohio and Louisiana might have gone solid. I don't know if Louisiana was already solid, but I think Ohio might have been the
just
one.
Went solid.
Yeah. Minnesota. I can't imagine Minnesota will stay red because that's the home state of the vice president for Harris.
That doesn't mean they like him.
Tampon Tim.
I think they do, but you know.
Tampon Tim.
But damn. Tell me
Well,
how you really
he
feel.
actually legislated to put tampon machines in all boys' restrooms.
Okay, doesn't affect me none. I don't care. Shit, last time I had to use a bathroom and the men's room was closed, I went in the women's. It had flowers and shit. It was all fucking there was a little couch. I was like, what the fuck are we doing wrong? I don't care. I still stand to pee. I still like females, and to each their own. But that's just my opinion. Now, if you're changing a tampon next to me, that's different. I don't need to see whatever you're putting that in.
I mean, I guess if you're a boy going in there to buy a tampon for your girl who just started her period, that would be fine.
Look at it as whatever. I don't give a fuck. Got nothing to do with my household.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's just like being
It's just
logical
stupid.
about it.
It just does.
Yeah.
It's like why? Like, I know it doesn't bother anybody, but why do it?
Oh, it bothers some people. Don't get that twisted. Some people.
Yeah, it really bothers some people for sure.
Yeah, some people ready to fight over
Texas went solid. Oh, Trump just jumped.
that. Yeah, because of Texas.
Yeah. I mean, you still got California. That's going to be 53 to Harris.
Still got most of the West Coast.
I think California, Oregon, and Washington all go Harris.
Oregon, I'm not sure.
Oregon's lately, there's a lot of,
Oh, you still got Nevada too.
yeah. How do you say this nicely about Oregon? A lot of pink-haired people,
Yeah. Pink haired.
and they go in Harris. Okay, Pennsylvania flipped light blue. Hasn't been called yet. Let's see, what's the AP map showing?
Same thing.
Yeah. It's
I got on the other
still,
window. It's the same.
I mean, Harris is up big in Pennsylvania by like 300,000 votes. That's a
Damn.
lot.
That's got some weight to it.
Oh, but only 19% of the vote counted in Pennsylvania, so they got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that's been counted. I got you.
19,
I was about to
now
be
it's up
like,
to
what do you
20.
mean? Yeah.
So it's still 60-40 Harris in Pennsylvania. Maybe what's going on in Missouri? Missouri is pretty close. Well, no, I mean, it's like Harris up by 75,000. So that's
They're
see what
still
happens there.
counting, so.
What's the percentage there? That's only 15%. So that's pretty low. And same with Kansas. I mean, Kansas is only, well, Kansas is 40%. They're almost halfway there. But Kansas is very close. 278K to 252K. Michigan.
What the hell?
Michigan's close. 10% counted.
Damn, I was thinking maybe Mike would make a
I don't know if he has
appearance.
the latest. He doesn't have any of the new Ninja links, though.
Oh,
That Mike. I haven't seen him since I've been hanging out with Joe. Not live, anyway.
yeah, he hasn't been on.
Since he had the twins.
Kids,
Yeah.
yeah.
Crack open number 3.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn it.
A few moments later.
Hey, my freaking Timu arm is still holding up.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking when I took mine apart. I was looking at the back of, and I was like, oh, I see how that works. That makes sense.
That little slot, yeah.
Yeah. As long as it sits in that slot the right way, I could see how just having that little 1/4-inch piece in there in the back or whatever it is.
It's hasn't moved, knock on wood, and watch, I say that and it falls off on the floor. And the funny thing is I did that so I could put it on this arm so I could go sit on the couch for like shit like this where we're going to be on for a minute. And I couldn't get. I'm sitting right here like, damn it.
In Virginia. Virginia is at 52% counted. Oh, God, Virginia is close. Virginia is only separated by 20,000 votes. So once they start counting DC suburbs, that's flipping Harris big time.
Which one? Virginia?
Virginia, yeah. Trump would need to be having a massive lead going into the DC suburbs. Otherwise, he can't overcome that.
It's not impossible, but I don't see that happening.
No, I think that's going to be Harris any minute. What else is happening here? Not much movement. I mean, that Texas is really the only thing that's changed in a while.
A lot to count still. 27
million overall to 23 million. Really closer to 24 million for Harris. So they're about 3 million apart. Well, unless Harris makes some moves, I don't know if there's going to be the blowout that I'd like to see a blowout either way because I don't want to hear about the shit.
Right.
Yeah. I think you're going to hear about it anyway, but it'd be better if it's like, just shut up. You see how crazy it was. So
I said that. I said it earlier before you jumped on. I was like, look, you're probably going to hear about it, but can we just be done?
Yeah. And Trump's already said this is his last election. So he's not running again.
Win or lose?
Win or lose. This is it for him.
We'll see if he sticks to that if it doesn't go his way.
Yeah, he won't. I don't know. He's already too old to be 4 years from now. I don't think he can even. What would he be like? 83?
At least.
What did you think about Rogan actually putting it out there? Because he normally doesn't. You know what I mean? He's usually kind of in the middle.
I was surprised he did that at the last second.
Yeah.
Because he didn't seem too sure during that interview. The interview, he was looking at him like, fuck you talking about? Like, I would interview her like so.
He's just super logical about things. So he's like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I need more context. I need more background. What are you really trying to say? He always thinks somebody's bullshitting. So, but he gives them a fair chance to, state their case. So he always is like skeptical.
I think it was more about the team. I think Rogan likes Trump's team better than Kamala's team.
Yeah. Like
Kamala's vice president pick, this guy's a fucking idiot. This guy, Tim Walz with the tampons, he's a dumbass. Like if you watch this guy, like she needed a better pick. She should have went with this guy, Josh Shapiro, the governor of, I think Pennsylvania. That guy would have got her over the top, I think. But she went with the governor of Minnesota. That shit made no sense. Nobody knows why she went with that dude. He's an idiot. And he's so easy to tear apart.
Well, I mean, she's kind of an idiot too. So.
She is an idiot. That's why she should have went with Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania. This dude's he's a smooth talker. He's like well respected. That's what she needed. But
somebody that can come in and kind of clean up her bullshit. Right. Yeah.
I would like to know more, but I also would like to start this fucking oven.
What?
What's happening? 99.
Dude, I'm multitasking.
Did Trump just go up a little bit?
I think he
must have picked up a small state. Did he pick up a small state?
27's been there for a minute.
Okay.
But about her being an idiot and him being an idiot. I mean, obviously the tampon thing really bothers Tommy. But like, what? Why? Because I haven't said anything about either one. Which, whatever, that's me. But why is she an idiot?
Well, I think that's just the consensus because she can't answer a question. I'm from a middle class family. That's like her. Like even Saturday Night Live was bagging on her about that. Like every question you ask her, her first phrase of her answer is, "Well, I'm from a middle class family."
Well, Trump said the weave thing, and we weave and we weave and we weave.
Canned answers. That's the difference.
Yeah,
Like
canned or tanned?
Canned answers.
Oh, yeah. When the teleprompter goes out, she's fucked.
Yeah,
And
she's
that's happened a few
scatterbrained.
times.
Yeah, she's scatterbrained. She doesn't know how to put together a sentence that is meaningful. It's just word vomiting. I mean, word diarrhea.
Word salad.
There you go. This is coming from me who doesn't dig deep into all this. You know what I mean? I'm like surface level. Fucking.
I'm asking these questions on purpose. Like,
yeah. No, for sure. I'm just, giving context. Like I don't dive deep into this shit. And I wasn't even for anybody really. And I'll be straight up honest. I'm not ashamed of it. I didn't fucking vote. So, you take whatever I say with a fucking grain of salt. Tell me to fuck up. I don't care. Tell me to my face and we might have some problems. But if you want to tell me I'm stupid, it's cool. No big deal. I don't care. But I have my opinions on both sides. I don't like, things from both sides. But if you're looking at it as this is all we have to go off of, which is apparent because this is what the race is, then I'm just going to call out what I see. And, it's in the past, I would have been like trying to make up stuff that makes sense to me to go against Trump or whatever because I just didn't like him. But, I would say he's won me over a little bit. But Harris made that so easy. Like she's just everything I've ever seen from her. I can't even stand to look at her. She's just one of those people. It's quite coincidental that Saturday Night Live used Maya Rudolph to portray her, right?
Oh shit! That
bitch
ended it. Now, but what about your local shit though? You got to vote for like your local What about your coroner? Your local coroner.
I don't vote for anything. And
one of my questions was being a girl dad. Some of those issues.
So this is the problem though, right? Okay, so everybody wants to talk about these issues and
or even thoughts on the issues. I'm asking open-ended because it's content, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. My thing is everyone says that you can't. If somebody argues about someone's stance on something, everyone's like, "Oh, you're just against them because of this and this and this." And it's like, well, yeah, because you have to pick which things you like and dislike, right? Mm-hmm. But it's almost like that's being used to just uplift this side when I haven't seen any proof of anything that they're going to do anything. Didn't all of that come into play while she was second chair in office? You know what I'm saying?
Wade was before that.
She can't. Honestly, she can't do anything about it. Kamala Harris has no power now that the Supreme Court has decided the states decide abortion. So Kamala Harris in any federal office has no say over abortion. Now it's your state. So now, like California actually has it. I think there's a few states that have it on the ballot tonight.
Yeah,
today,
Arizona's one of them.
Like, do you want to allow abortion? Blah blah blah. So now you vote on it at the state level. Kamala Harris has nobody in the president or the federal level has any power over it. To even use it in your, like, she got everybody so worked up about abortion rights. It doesn't matter because now it's a state issue. So for her to even campaign on it doesn't make sense.
It can be made federal law, but my question was about
it'll never happen because the Senate and the House of Representatives would have to vote for it.
But my question was about voting at all because it does affect the state of Arizona.
Yeah.
Regardless of the president.
Right. That's why I was saying like, voting for like your local like some,
yeah, you say coroner and everybody else like, huh?
Yeah, like we had this bill to vote for like Do we
Imagine.
want to set up a new emergency service district? Do we,
we got all that local
there's
shit.
all these little local things that you vote for. So, and there's a lot of stuff you don't even know about, like when they have like judges and
there's
state
like
attorneys.
2 pages of judges.
Like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the stuff that could directly affect us, regardless of the side of politics you're on. I care, but I don't. Like, that's your prerogative, and that's part of why we live in this country. But some of this stuff, like, okay, as me being a girl dad, heaven forbid, well, you'd see me on the news, first of all. Let me just clarify that. But if something were to happen with my daughter, or like say she was pregnant and there was an issue with that, and it was her life and the child was also not considered viable, or rape or incest or whatever other multitude of things, I was curious about y'all's opinion on that.
I think when it comes to life of the mother, life of the mother, I think, is still protected in every state.
No, it's not.
Which state doesn't?
That's
Every state, life of the mother, I think, is protected.
Okay.
Now, rape is not. I think Texas does not support rape. But rape is like 0.05% of abortions right now. It's a very small number. So
I'm just looking at one of our kids.
But to touch on that, like, I mean, small number or not, if it happens to somebody you care about, you want them to have to live with someone who forced themselves upon you, someone who's considered kind of a monster, who knows what else they've done, and then you have to live with that constant reminder. You know what I mean? So there's certain things that I obviously have feelings about, especially, I listen, no offense to you, Infinity, or nothing like that, but the girl dad, boy mom thing, all that shit, that's just a fucking hype train bullshit thing to me. I have kids. It's my kids. I don't care if they're girls, boys, all of it. I'm going to fucking stick up for my kids, and I'm going to do I'm going to back my kids, and I'm going to defend my kids regardless. But that's how I think a lot of people feel in general. So until it happens to your kid, you don't know how the fuck you're going to feel. And you're going to hold up your political view and sacrifice the well-being of your child because your political view goes one way. That's why I don't involve myself in that shit. Because I'm just like, listen, if I really felt like what I wanted my vote was gonna fix what was happening and make it go my way, then it would matter to me. But I truly believe in the end, this shit doesn't matter. The people are going to make the decisions, and you got to vote for the person to get them, and blah, 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 blah. But it's so fucking far-fetched. Everything is so far disconnected that I don't think it really matters. And that's just my personal feeling. If other people feel that way too, I get it. If everybody felt that way, I bet you things would still go certain ways, and events would still happen, and it wouldn't be a change. We would still see this kind of shit going on, and it would be other people fucking deciding what was happening, and we would still all just be sitting here biting our nails wondering what's going to be next.
I get it, and I'm asking open-ended questions.
Oh, for sure.
Just like that.
No, I understand. I'm just giving an answer. I just, you mentioned the girl dad thing, so I didn't want to I'm not talking to you directly. I'm just saying that's just my overall feeling on that. Like,
one of the reasons I mentioned girl dad, boy dad is because 9 out of 10 times the pregnant girl goes home to the parents. Mm-hmm. The guy, boy, whatever, goes and does whatever they do until court or whatever the hell comes out of it. But the girl comes back home to whatever they need to get done. That's why I mentioned it, because it can change the family dynamic differently. If the boy is wrong, he's still going to go home and do whatever, whereas we got to care for the girl and do this and do that because we are the parents. Mm-hmm. We do what we need to do if you're a true fucking parent. And I'm not saying you.
No, for sure.
Fucking pieces of shit out there that we all know of that. That's the only reason why oh, there we go. That's why I segregate girl dad, boy dad. Yeah. That's the only difference.
No, that makes sense.
wasn't necessarily political, but if at least they're saying something that works in that favor, whether they do it or not, that's any politician. But if you're saying enough of, okay, they could be thinking that, that's just my thought.
My problem with Harris and Democrats in general on that position is they've had several points of history recently, maybe in the last few decades, where they've had a majority of the House of Representatives and a majority of the Senate and the presidency, where you now can codify abortion rights into federal law, and they chose not to do it. And the reason they choose not to do it, in my opinion, is because they can now leave it as a talking point for an election. So they've had the chance to do it. You could do it. Even when Obama was president, they had a majority of the House, a majority of the Senate. Obama was president. He even said in his campaign speeches, the first thing I'm going to do day one is codify Roe v. Wade. I'm going to make that a federal law. But he didn't do it. And none of the Democrats have done it in the past like 4 or 5 decades when they've had that majority, that super majority, they call it. They did not do it because they can keep talking about it. The what?
Was it blocked, and did he try to do it?
No,
I don't know.
He never even tried. He said, on day one, he said, you know what? This is not a priority anymore. Now other things are priorities. So it's like campaign promises. It's like lies.
That's exactly one of the things I was going to bring up. Sorry, real quick. One of the things I was going to bring up is the fact that every time they say they're going to do this and they're going to do that, it always changes. Regardless of the side, whoever winds up winning, those things, as soon as I get in the office, this is going to change and I'm going to do this and I'm going to rectify that and blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker drops everything. Why? Why is that?
I understand. And I agree with...
As if I become president, every Friday, we're going to have a DJ at lunch. We're going to have Peter Piper brought in.
We're going to have better audio.
Bring up you know what? Bring up Peter Piper to St. Louis.
I didn't even know that he was talking.
It came in faintly.
We talked about this last night. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little.
How about
you
now?
Have to keep talking.
Now, blah, blah, blah,
after
blah, blah.
Magic is better. Done, check the comments.
What I was saying is, we actually talked about this last night. And this is kind of where I'm kind of with E, but at this point, it's always been the lesser of two evils. But now that I've gotten older, I was never into politics before. There's a couple of things that I've noticed. None of this shit matters unless you're in a certain tax bracket for most things. Second of all, it is nothing more than a glorified high school presidency. It is all promises. Every Friday, we're going to have Pizza Hut or Peter Piper, and we're going to have a DJ, and we're going to get out at 3 o'clock. That's what I promise you. Vote for me. And none of that shit's actually going to happen. Like you said, it changes. So it's kind of like, dude, you know what? Fuck it. Put who are we talking about?
The betting odds, that shit flipped to 80% for Trump for a split second. Oh, it's back now.
Yeah.
Who was put Magic Johnson for president. Fuck it.
Magic Johnson.
I'm gonna trust somebody that had AIDS for the last 40 years that still survived versus all these other people. Like,
people are saying he might not even have AIDS.
Yeah, that was
it's kind of like years ago when they had Ross Perot running. And
that's also undetectable now.
It's like, you know what? Yeah, put a billionaire that's not a douche in office, because all these people are there. It's the power of the influencer. This is what your social media and influencing comes to be. Believe me, I'm going to make the change. I have no evidence to prove it. But believe me, I'm going to do the change. You want me in office. It's me. And Infinity's probably heard this. I don't even know if he's still listening. It needs to be more of a we as a country.
I'm listening to all of it. I just had to use the restroom, but I'm listening.
That's just my thought.
If we could get rid of lobbying, like if we could get rid of corporate influence, if we could get rid of if we could have term limits to where people can only be like senators and House of Representatives for, like presidents can only be presidents for 2 terms. If that was the same for the House of Representatives and for the Senate, and if judges also only had limits, like when a judge someone becomes a federal judge, that's for life.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
There are so many other offices. The city recorder is a lifeline, but there's dumb positions that you don't even think about.
Yeah.
But they're paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's a lifetime position.
Yeah.
No one ever changes or runs against them.
Yeah, they need term limits, and they need to get this corporate influence out of here. And they need to make sure that politicians cannot participate in the stock market. That shit there is crazy. Because
100%.
they are deciding laws to affect how the stock market's going to behave, and they know that shit in advance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, insider trading.
Insider trading, that's all okay if you're a politician. That shit needs to stop. Like if it's so profitable, you see about these politicians, like a House of or a senator, House, even a president, those salaries are not that much. I mean, I think House of Representatives like $175,000 a year or something like that. How are these guys buying multi-million-dollar houses? They have multi-million-dollar bank accounts off of those,
quote unquote donations.
Average salaries.
Oh, it's all based on my liquid assets and my credit value of what I'm valuing at. But I'm also going to declare bankruptcy every year for the next 7 years.
Well, they don't have to declare bankruptcy because they're getting everything's paid for. Like these corporations will say, "Oh, we'll pay for your Escalade lease. We'll pay for your house payment." All this shit is just given to them. Any vacation you want, we'll provide your vacation. These judges, Supreme Court judges, are getting like Mediterranean vacations and shit.
How can we make this more like a trial by combat?
You know what they could do?
Combat.
They could make all politicians be like jury duty.
Yeah.
Like your number's up. You're gonna be the mayor. You're gonna be the mayor this year. Like just some random person.
Well, there is something to be said for experience and exposure, right? You got to be involved in the political, but that's also the problem. So that works against us. But you can't just be some fucking idiot off the street that's going to be like, oh well, I'm about to change everything. Free pizza. It's like what the fuck?
You know what I mean? Earn your keep.
Tommy, don't forget the comments. Brad was talking about.
I saw that.
Up to 6 weeks and everything.
Yeah.
I think,
and that's in Florida, I think, right?
Yeah, but my thought is, even at 6 weeks, though, quite a few females might not realize they're pregnant by then.
Right.
6 weeks is not a long time from conception.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I was gonna say, kind of like what he said. I mean, back in the day, this politics was part of our kids' education. So you could be a civil servant because that was a legit job. Maybe we should go back to that. So
the more
that
you dumb down the masses, the less voice they have.
Well, I get that, but we're talking about things that need to change. In order to have change, you got to hear the change
People
out.
don't realize it needs to change.
More people need to just fuck it, kick TikTok out of the country. See what happens.
Pennsylvania is at 30%.
I mean, it's social media. I mean, shit. This is something we were talking about last night or this morning.
I know. I remember.
I mean, it's all nothing but.
I wanted to go
influence.
live, but it would have just.
But it's not. It's not social influence for what we're talking about. I mean, back in the day, there was social influence or social, not even social media, but you learned to be an influencer so you could be a civil servant. Now you become a social media content creator or influencer so you can sell makeup and get advertisements and just make money to live by just telling people, buy this because I said it's cool.
People didn't even get paid for that at that time.
No.
Social influence wasn't a phrase or term then.
Fuck it. Institute the draft, but institute it for not for military service, but for civil service. Like Tom said, hey, in order to drive now in the United States, you've got to take a 4-hour economics class on how to be a mayor. So, and every 4 years, you get a draft number, and the country will pay for you to move to that town and become that town's mayor or governor. I would say start out with mayorship first, and do it that way. But you can only serve one position for one term limit. You can't make it a career.
There's pros and cons to that too, though. So, as an example, if you force someone to do something, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the best person for it, and or they would do the best job at it.
I understand that, but I completely understand that. My counter to that is we haven't been doing it, and look where we're at now. So what does it hurt? Holy shit, this is totally just a flashback back to the club days of putting in change. What harm can it do to take a chance on something different?
Educated chances, I'm all for. Blind chances, I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not saying do it right overnight. You got to lay the groundwork for it, but shit, be willing to. If you're not willing to change, then what is this whole none of this shit matters if we're not willing to take a chance to even think about changing.
I gotta go refill my drink. I'm out.
Yeah, I just did that too.
I'm down 3 already.
How many millionaires are going to be sitting in a room, or more millionaires, with our best interests at heart? And that has nothing to do with which side of the fence, who you believe in, vote for. None of them. You cannot relate to any of us on this cast when you talk about grocery and you don't even go buy your own grocery, or you don't drive your own car, or you have whatever protection detail, or you grew up in money. There is no millionaire and above that's going to have our best interest wholeheartedly.
You know what? No, it's a good step. I think a very good step.
Making them
help turn
the wages that we have.
One, limit your wages that you can make in these positions to the average American wage. 2, take away the Secret Service for all of these people that are no longer in the positions anymore.
Well, they can't do that because then they're, because they're left wide open for people that may have had something when they were in office. I mean, they're protected because they served our country. I mean, right. I don't know.
I mean, you got people that served in the military that actually put people in harm's way and unalive.
No, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. But you would feel differently if it was you. I'm just saying.
I'm saying this. You took that.
What harm does it do to? I mean,
what harm does it do?
What? I mean, what are you getting at with that? Why do you feel so strongly about that?
No longer a senator. Every congressman that's no longer a congressman. Every person that held any sort of office, even though they've been out of it for decades, still has a Secret Service detail assigned to them.
They can
that is salaries. That is salaries that we're paying for people who who are not serving in a public office anymore. That's like saying you're a cop. Let's say you take your position. Let's say you're an installer for fiber. And I'm not talking about a retirement package that you paid into. You just said, hey, you know what? I'm done. And they say, okay, great. We're going to pay you a quarter of your paycheck every 2 weeks for the rest of your life.
There is positions like that. That's a pension.
And no, but you pay into your pension.
No, not everybody.
Most places, even if you're a cop or a fireman, you pay. It's part of your pre-tax allotment. It's like a 401k. Hell, my mom has a pension from the Diocese of Tucson because she was a caregiver. You pay into it. It may be a very little, but it's like a collective.
Not everyone, but okay, I'm listening.
But you pay into it. I'm talking about these people that ran for office didn't pay into it. They didn't get anything taken out of their paychecks for that civil service detail that they have. Yet they still have, I think the minimum is a 4 or 5 man detail still for the lowest position.
My question is, what would you gain out of them not having it?
You gain the ability of one, you are, I'm going to give you an example. You got somebody who lives in Tucson, a congressman there, has a 4-man detail, and they just live a regular life. You literally have 4 security guards, Secret Service details, getting Secret Service training, obviously all that stuff, and a paycheck to have them take their kids to school, go grocery shopping, and then sit and watch TV, and then go to bed by 10:30 and wake up and do it all over again. You're throwing away people. Those Secret Service agents could be doing something else, guarding someone else, or you could reduce the number of people that are required to do there, where again, you're throwing, these are not, $50,000 a year jobs, these Secret Service agents. You're throwing away $200,000 positions for people who don't do anything. You could use that for something else. Hey, here's an idea. Find all these toxic police departments and put the Secret Service agents in there to train them on how to deal with shit properly. That's just an idea. I literally just off the top of my head.
Do you think those are 200K positions?
Some of them are in the higher positions because they have ranks. You got the low man, you got the seniors, you got captains, you got administrators.
Yeah, you got more than that. You got PPD and a bunch of other stuff.
Regardless of it,
side, if you wanted to save money that way, get rid of some of the black budgets. That's far more than 4 or 5 people's salaries.
Yeah, but I'm talking about 4 or 5 people's salaries for all of these people that no longer hold a position. There's hundreds of these people.
Budget would cover more than that.
Okay, that's true for budget wise. The secondary aspect of that, it removes the entitlement. So after we got off line last night from playing Black Ops, somehow the algorithm put this stream of people being entitled around different cities. One was in Tucson, one was in Phoenix, one's in East Coast. And I noticed one thing about it, because one of the common comments was, if you wonder what privilege is, it's being able to do those videos for so long. And I mean, the incident's taking 30 minutes before anything is done. Because anyone else, that shit would have been 5 minutes and you're on the ground in the back of a car.
Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
So, yeah, that's just a thought that I had. I'm definitely in agreement with the everyone needs a server position. That way, the society, people would have probably a better understanding of what the fuck is actually going on in the world. There's so many simple things that you could implement that would affect that change. Like you said, or what Tom said, taking the lobbyists out, disbanding the ability of having PACs. You think you're the best president? All right, cool. Save up your money, pay for your own shit to go across country and campaign.
That wouldn't change a lot of it because most of them are already millionaires.
Okay, great. If you think you're that good, you got to throw your money away on it.
I don't disagree, but I'm just saying that's still a group of millionaires. Big bank, take little bank.
Hey, does this sound right? There's 435 members of Congress.
Mm-hmm.
So by what Magic's just said is that every member for 435 people have a.
I don't know.
Like a four or 5 person Secret Service detail.
4 or 5 person per person, even after they're done. You really think that sounds right? I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, may have changed. Let's see it. And I'm saying that, and I'm not saying like, hey, you have 4 or 5 people all at once. You have a detail of people that shift out.
To have one person for each person, and then to have them continue after they're out of office, that doesn't sound right. That mean that we would be broke.
Quick update.
We are broke. Look at our fucking deficit.
Quick update.
Where
They
did your
just
money
called
go?
Missouri red. So Trump just went up another like 11 points. Missouri's not a big state, but 188 to 99. They still haven't called California. The West Coast is still pending. So we'll see a spike on the Harris side. But right now, I think we're going through a bunch of little red states.
I listened to part of it earlier in the car. I was going to ask E, what's the over under? Like, what's the biggest like pot going on like in Vegas for these bets? This has got to be a crazy ass time for betting.
Fuck if I know. I was just giving my insight on overall betting and parlays.
Oh shit! Did you take any bets?
No.
Or did you put any bets in?
Hell no. The hell would I do that for?
I mean, shit. You could just say, "Hey, I'm put $20 that Kamala's gonna win."
Nope.
Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
I'm going to crack open a Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger.
Ooh, yeah, that's my next drink too.
Peach.
Hey, this is an impromptu throwback. I'm surprised Mike didn't hop in either.
Well, he doesn't have the link anymore.
Oh, I thought you sent him a link.
No,
No, the old link should still work
it doesn't.
for the Murd.
Oh, we Voodoo Ranger brothers.
Yep. I got the colors running.
Ooh, this peach.
Stank. You ain't got no money in the bank. Your
It reminds
peach
me of
can
this waitress from Pizza Hut named Michelle.
Oh God, dude! I knew that was gonna be bad reference there. Bad reference.
Had a flashback to when I was 21.
You ain't got
How
no
them
money
smells
in the
stick
bank.
with you for decades.
That's a damn shame.
Retarded?
Oh, what? I'm not signed in.
B. Hurley is dropping knowledge for everybody. Let me read this real quick since we don't have text to speech on. You know, we could probably we could probably turn text to speech on now that those culprits are no longer harassing us. Spouses only receive protection for 10 years after leaving office. Children receive protection until they're 16. Former presidents can decline the protection at any time.
Yeah, I was saying they could decline it. Most of them don't, but they can. Spouses I never really paid attention to because they usually don't go anywhere without their dude anyway.
Pennsylvania's neck and neck. It's not even 100,000 difference. It's a 50,000 difference though. But
Wait, is B. Hurley Brandon?
38% counted in Pennsylvania.
Brad,
I can't see.
did you hear me?
No.
Brad, last night.
Oh, what else was I thinking? Brandon. Somebody hit me up, Brandon.
Because
Oh no, I think it's the anniversary. I think coming up.
Georgia's at 80% counted, so I have a feeling they're going to go solid red on that any second now.
How many what do we call them? Burnouts, riots do you think will happen after tonight? People like flipping
Well, that's why
out.
I'm saying if it's a blowout, I don't think we'd have any because it would just be such a like no one would be feeling like it would like there was some cheating. I don't know. I don't think there'll be any rioting.
I think there
think so?
will become the 6th when it becomes official if it's not a blowout. I think between now and the 6th, it'll just be a bunch of arguments and he said, she said, and not a lot of facts.
And
If it's
they've
not,
said a couple states aren't going to be done with their counting tonight, but hopefully those states don't matter. Hopefully one person hits 270 without those states, and then we can just be done tonight. That would be nice. If we could just be done tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know on that one.
Oh. What do you think the chances are? Oh, well, never mind. That's probably not going to happen. I was going to say that one of these presidents brings in the 51st state.
What, Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, or one of the territories.
Well, you know who won't after them comments.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that. I heard
Well, now
about
technically the comments were by a comedian, a roaster.
They weren't his comments.
I understand.
Tony Hinchcliffe is a roaster. It was a mistake to bring him on, but that dude will roast everybody.
E made that very apparent that Thursday. However, that's still going to stick with some people, regardless of what.
Yeah, the dumbasses that can't distinguish the difference between a fucking joke and a poorly planned guest on a rally, one fucking rally, but everybody uses every little fucking thing against each other. Like everyone will use, certain things against the other side as well.
And the next day, Joe Biden called all Trump supporters garbage, and there was no outrage for that.
They walked around in garbage bags. I'm still that part.
But
that whole thing, childish.
See, in the old days, this would have been fine. In the old days, this would have never gotten heated.
All of that should be disqualifying aspects. Just you're done.
Oh,
you took the low road.
Oh, it's still 188.99.
So you're done.
Georgia's at 80%. North Carolina is at 66. So they're probably not going to call North Carolina anytime soon. Oh, they called New Jersey. So she should. Oh, they must have already called that, because I thought she'd be higher than 99 by now.
I haven't seen her number changed in a minute.
She hasn't moved in a while. She needs those West Coast states to, once those West Coast states close up, California, Oregon, Washington, I think she moves up.
It's what, 6 in California?
New Mexico, that's weird. I think New Mexico is going to flip blue. Missouri flipped red. Kansas now has flipped red. Iowa's probably going to flip red. It's weird to see Iowa blue. Virginia's still red. That should be flipping blue any second now. Pennsylvania. So, oh God, Pennsylvania is so close. 20,000. It's like a 20,000 vote difference in Pennsylvania.
Who knew that was a battleground to start with? So
they kind of predicted that Pennsylvania would be where it all hangs.
Because they got so many damn electoral votes.
Yeah. And they flip-flop back and forth over the past few elections. So no one knows where they're going to end up for sure. But the New York Times, which is a kind of Democratic, they're still saying Trump's going to hit 289, which is...
The Times is saying that?
Yeah. That's their prediction. That's probably why the betting markets are increasing now for Trump, up to 82. Pennsylvania still, what are they at? 41%. Damn, they got a long way to go. They're halfway done. Less than halfway counted in Pennsylvania. But, wow, neck and neck now. 5,000 votes separation.
Of what?
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's people are... Oh, it just went red. Pennsylvania just went red.
Oh, shit.
And that was the one that was Pennsylvania was like the big battleground state that they've been talking about for weeks.
It hasn't actually gone red on AP yet. Well,
it's not solid red.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pink just means more people have voted for Trump in the votes so far.
Yeah, the counted votes.
Yeah. Iowa is 28%, and they're 50% Harris right now, 48% Trump. That'll probably flip red. Iowa realistically always goes red. New York, obviously, blue. Come on, West Coast. Close that shit down. Oh, and you guys are going to need those smelling salts tomorrow. Some of the brain teasers I got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I forgot to say I was going to send you some things to use, but...
Well, send it to me. I'll use it. Patty's sister... Oh, I forgot. I was no longer going to call her Patty. From now on, she's going to be Mrs. DJ Tommy.
Wait, are you making a song for her?
No.
Mrs. DJ Tommy.
Mrs. DJ Tommy's sister sent me some brain teasers that she uses like in her corporate job. So I took a few of those and they're pretty good. I've twisted up some people at work because I always test the shit out on my coworkers that I use on you guys, because I want to see how well my coworkers do. And I know you guys are better at the brain teasers because you already know you already know how it's going to go. Like that shit with the words in the middle and all that. My coworkers haven't caught on to that yet.
Oh shit, not good.
Oh, there's some sports shit going on tonight? I didn't even know there was some sports shit going on.
Sports shit? Like what?
B. Hurley says that he's more focused on the college playoff. Oh, they must be doing the seeding or something.
Oh.
You know what's weird, though? This is the first year that I can think of in a while where I didn't care too much about like sports. Man, I used to be big on sports on TV, college basketball, college football, pro, NBA, NFL. This year, though, it's just like, I think it's because I disconnected. Like, I don't even have Hulu anymore. I don't have anything. Like, the only time I can watch sports is when I'm watching, like, if they show it on Paramount Plus or if they show it on Peacock. Because, Hulu fucked me again with this whole VPN accusation.
Oh, shit.
I canceled Hulu again because after they said, oh, yeah, we'll make sure this doesn't happen again. So I re-signed with Hulu, got the Hulu, Disney, ESPN Plus package. And the other day, same shit. Oh, it looks like you're using a VPN. You can't use our service.
What the hell?
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm on a damn TV. I'm on an Amazon Fire Stick TV. So I said, you know what? Go ahead and cancel it. And these chat agents, they don't give a shit anymore. A few years ago, they'd be like, oh no, sir, let's try to figure something out. This guy's like, yeah, let's cancel. That dude was like, so
fuck you.
Yeah, we'll cancel that shit right now.
Oh, you want out? See ya.
Yeah. He's like, bye-bye.
That's an agent. That's a call center agent.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, well, shit. Everybody else is quitting to go work at McDonald's for $20 an hour.
Yeah.
I can work here for 15 or 16. Say whatever I want to do, and still reap all the rewards of working there. There's a lot of people that do that shit now.
It's like, why the fuck do I care if my company loses a customer? What am I getting out of what am I getting out of making sure he stays with us? I ain't getting shit out of it. That's one less person that's going to call me and fuck with me.
Pretty much. And the fucked up part is, I know that area that you're in, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Spectrum agents don't give a, because there's so much.
Yeah, but this is Hulu. This is like Disney.
It's never gonna. It's a known issue.
Yeah, but I don't think any call center agent anymore gives a shit.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. I've slowly started not giving a shit about the people that I talk to too.
Georgia is at. Hold on, real quick. Update on Georgia. Georgia is at.
Excuse me.
81% counted. I'm guessing they're probably going to call it soon. It's about 300,000 in favor of Trump. And I think any minute now that'll go solid red. And I don't know how many electoral votes is that? 16. So that'll be another jump. So Trump because Utah and Montana just went to Trump, so he's at 198. But again, once California goes live, that'll be like 53 for Harris. Oh, New York Times is now even leaning to Trump even more, which is really weird because they're totally Democrat.
No, I don't remember who these people's VPs are supposed to be. Like,
You're talking about Trump and Harris VPs?
yeah.
So on for Trump, it's this guy JD Vance. Did you ever watch a movie on Netflix called Hillbilly Elegy?
No, but JD Vance sounds familiar.
He's on this movie. The movie is about him. It's like his story of growing up. His mom was like a crackhead or something. And then on the Harris side, the VP is Tim Walz. I'm not even going to say anything. Somebody else can talk about him because I don't want to sound biased.
You are.
I just don't like this dude, Tim Walz. He's just a little too crazy. I think he actually talks fine when he's talking. But if you saw the debate between JD Vance and Tim Walz, JD Vance basically mopped the floor with them. Like, JD Vance admitted to lying about being in China during the Chinese Tiananmen Square revolution.
China.
I fat-footed. I hit the mute and the China music.
Shit.
China.
And he called himself a knucklehead for like misspeaking that. So, but I guess the thing with JD Vance though is this dude, he's a smooth talker. Like,
yeah, he is.
He's like, if you watch him on Rogan, this dude is a smooth talker. And when he goes on those CNN interviews, he shreds those dudes. He shreds those CNN interviewers that try to fuck with him. He's a smooth talker. Tim Walz avoids doing interviews with anybody that is going to fuck with him. I think Kamala was the same way. I think if they would have just gone out more, well, for one, I think she fucked up with Tim Walz. She should have picked a better dude. That's just the beer talking. We got the bell. We got the bell. Oh, we got an update here coming up. AP. Oh, something just happened. Kamala just got some more action. She got 109. She got Colorado. Just like Mr. B. Hurley said, Colorado goes to the Democrats. They don't fix the potholes in the streets, but they do make a lot of promises. And those are the words of B. Hurley, not me. Oh, shit, but the betting odds just went down for Trump, down to 76. It was at like 82. So something changed. Oh, maybe, now that Colorado went to Harris, because next California will go to Harris. I can't imagine Oregon's going to stay red. Too many pink-haired people. Be Hurley. $198 to $109. Virginia. What the hell's going on in Virginia that's not blue yet? Virginia should be blue.
What's Infinity doing? He's quiet.
Listening and research.
Oh, okay.
Virginia's going to flip blue any second now. Virginia is at 64%. I don't think they've done the DC counties yet, the suburbs. I think that's going to immediately go blue. I don't even know why they waste time with Virginia. Virginia is going to be blue. North Carolina is 68%, and that is Trump by about 200,000 votes. I don't know if that's going to be... I don't know if North Carolina is a big enough state to overcome 200,000 votes. Shit, North Carolina is not that big. Georgia is 81%, and it's 300,000. It's about a 200,000 vote lead for Trump. If they've already counted Atlanta, that might be done. It might be Trump. So I'm guessing those might go solid red. But Virginia, I think, is going to go solid blue. Pennsylvania is very close. Wow, Pennsylvania is so close. Pennsylvania.
How close is it?
It's about a. It's close. I can't. The numbers are too small. Hey, I'm trying to be a election guy like.
I know, but it just the way you said that, it was like just a perfect setup. Like,
no, I was laughing at Magic's because he's how close is it?
I mean, this is drink number 4. That's 2 past my limit.
Yeah.
And I might even take a hit off this vape.
why not?
I might even
Smoke weed every day.
Day.
some CBD. You know, once I do this, I probably won't even stop the show. This shit'll be live. This shit'll be live tomorrow when I wake up. Then I'll have to come and stop this shit. Oh, I ain't gonna do that right now. I definitely will not. I will not have the cognitive abilities to stop this stream if I take a hit off that vape right now after 4 drinks.
It does hit you harder.
Yeah.
Cremo in the chat. What up, Cremo? We got to get Cremo on every now and then. Because I like when Cremo tells us his escapades of Enterprise. his adventures at Enterprise are funny as shit to me. I find that shit really entertaining.
Damn it! Why is this not? Why are you not working?
Ooh, B. Hurley about to go get some smokes. What you getting? Like what are your options? Like not like not like Capris, right? You're not like a Capri dude.
What the fuck?
The fuck, dude?
He's getting some Marlboro Reds.
Capris anymore?
Marlboro 100s. That shit with like extra tar.
Wait, what happened to quitting? You were supposed to quit. You're not supposed to buy any more cigarettes.
Oh, damn. Well, he says he's stressing out because of the election.
Oh, they're strong. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, when you get the cravings, just take like 4 or 5 really deep breaths, as deep as you can breathe in, and see if that helps relieve it. If not, try breathing in.
Gonna help shit.
That's what helped me.
He says he did quit.
Yeah, he did. But we were talking about last night. Like, I bought one of those little chain things that's supposed to help. Like, because the biggest thing with quitting was, other than the smell, it was the act of actually smoking the cigarette.
Oh,
because you're inhaling.
Yeah, the habit. Yeah, the habit of the movements and stuff.
The oral fixation.
It's not even that. It's literally it's the breathing in the air through a filter. You're having to breathe in harder than you normally would. It's that sensation.
Man, get up and walk around a couple circles. You'll be breathing hard.
Wow.
I didn't mean that in a mean way. I just you want to breathe hard. Go run a couple laps.
I don't have them that much anymore.
B. Hurley is probably stressed out because the college polls are really unique this year. Like Alabama is not even in the top 10. You know, it's weird.
Let's break down the real thing. B, did you get your CD? Because that's what the stress is.
Is Oregon worthy of being number one? Who have they beat? Who have they played?
He got that CD in half a day.
I don't know. I mean, shit. If he's got a base close to him, it may do that. I don't know.
No.
I don't know if there's any bases near him.
Hey, what's all this reference to last night? What the fuck are we missing?
Oh, we were playing some Call of Duty last night.
God, it's called. Hey, what about the new Call of Duty? You guys hooking up with that?
The BO6, Black Ops 6? Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
The CD. Yeah, I've had it.
How is it?
It's different. I really get annoyed with the little kids that are bunny hop. Infinity gets pissed at the little bunny hoppers just hopping around like, goddamn son of a bitch. Like, it's sometimes funny. It is annoying as shit.
They slid under me shooting. The fuck? Turned around. I would switch to playing Black Ops on my computer and not the Xbox. If there's a way that I could get a mod that every time someone needlessly slid or jumped around out of a corner, that they just get picked up like Loki out of Avengers and just slammed around on the ground every single time they did it needlessly. I would quit playing on my Xbox so I could do that on the PC.
All right, quick updates. Arizona and New Mexico have closed down. Arizona's blue, New Mexico's blue.
Arizona was pink a minute ago. What's the significance of pink?
Well, pink just means it's leaning Trump, and light blue means it's leaning Harris.
Well, Arizona was pink, and now they're blue. But they're also a light blue, not a dark blue.
Yeah, Arizona is going to keep fluctuating. It's really hard to predict Arizona. New Mexico, though, should stay blue. New Mexico will go solid blue. That's going to be for Harris.
Gun laws on the ballot?
Who?
Are there any gun laws on the ballots anywhere? Any big
I don't know.
laws?
Did you go? Did you go in and vote?
Negative goes.
You didn't vote?
I'm not registered here in California.
Oh. Did you get an absentee ballot for Arizona?
Nope.
Oh.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, shit. Oregon beat Ohio State? Damn. Oregon's got some... okay. Because sometimes I think Oregon... and I'm just responding to what Cremo just posted. I didn't know Oregon had such a... had just plowed through some teams like that.
Yo, I got a question for Cremo. Cremo, if you're out there, hit us up. Let us know.
Breaker 19.
Breaker 2387 down 75. If there were a combat situation between Enterprise and Hertz, who's coming on top? Just
I like how you say if you're out there, but he just commented.
That was the whole breaker.
I'm so quiet right now.
See, the problem is Cremo is not at an airport location. If he was in an airport location, then they would be battling. But he's at an offsite. I am fucking slurring. God damn. Holy shit.
That's why I keep talking. Like shit.
My mouth, I can feel
That's
my
not
mouth.
why you keep talking.
My mouth's not opening all the way for some reason.
Motherfucker, no Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Where's my sound effects?
Oh my god.
What page is it on?
Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
That's what you play?
I'm retarded? You might want to gargle my ball sack.
I did move all of my sounds to their own page. I used to have them in a folder, a Stream Deck folder, but it was hard to. I always had to go into the folder, and that was a pain in the ass. And then when I needed to leave the folder, I had to exit the folder. So I just moved it to its own page. Sound effects are now on their own page. And I will do a freaking tutorial on that. What's up? All right, let me look at the map here. Okay, Harris went up to 112. Why? What just changed?
Colorado, no, or Illinois.
Illinois and Colorado. So Harris is up to 112. So what time does California close? They must close late.
They're out there. It's 6:20.
It's only 7:21.
They probably close at 7.
It's 7:21 right now.
Oh, it's 7:21? Then they must close at 8.
Oh, shit. Why didn't my computer change time?
Are you seriously asking me?
I'm not asking you shit.
Like 5 clocks here. It's 7:21. You're like, no, it's not.
Hey, you're the one that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that part.
Check out I got the big screen in here for election coverage. It's hard to say. I know.
Coverage. Erection courage.
I stuttered a lot.
I'm retarded?
Hello, I need to speak to somebody who can speak Chinese.
Oh, shit.
Good times, guys. Good times.
Shit, my Voodoo Ranger's empty. I'm gonna have to go get another one.
No. You need to go get some water.
He's about to kill a 6-pack.
You need to go get some water. I will tell you that as a friend.
Hey, listen. We haven't had a watch party in a while.
True.
And this is a once every 4 years thing. I'm reading B. Hurley's comment. She picked up a small state for 4 electoral votes. Okay, B. Hurley's on top of this election coverage.
Yeah, it's another fucking 6-pack that you had.
Oh shit. Georgia's pretty close. Less than 200,000. 88% counted though. I don't know if she can overcome that 200,000 with 88% already. And is he going to click on North Carolina? All right, let me just go get something before we hit the next wave, because I want to get this drink before we just start doing the West Coast, because that's going to be a lot of action. And I think Kamala will be back in the game once we hit the West Coast.
Yay!
That was just because you said West Coast.
Right.
Appreciate
Multiple
it.
times. Dude, is this dude still here?
What are you talking about?
There's a home health guy and in-home services guy here talking with my mom. Been here since like 2:30.
Oh, your mom's back home?
Yes.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Well, that's because we're only on once a week and I forgot.
Not this week. We're on twice.
I know, with a very special.
Yeah, something like that.
Damn it, I keep trying to change this damn window, but for some reason it is just killing me. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just not use it, and we'll use another source. Video capture device.
What are you trying to do?
Make another scene.
Of?
Another scene.
That's informative.
I mean, you just asked, what am I doing? I'm making another scene.
But a scene of, like, are you trying to make one for this show or something else?
No, I'm making another scene just for any show, really. I'm just trying to make a different layout. I'm trying to make a portrait layout instead of a widescreen layout. All right. There. Now, we ain't got no money in the bank. Reset. There we go.
It's a lot of red on that
Yeah, I'm seeing
that map. Forgot to finish my sentence.
a lot of red on that loading.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
I also did something stupid and I didn't move all my shit around, so I keep having to like skip folders and jump into other folders in order to find all my shit. I keep getting confused.
For the cast or for something else?
For Thursday.
I still want to see how you how you set that up, because I know that you have each scene under a button.
Not each scene. I have a scene with different, like...
Not scene, sorry. I mean, so your clips, like when you talk about someone getting kicked in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Press a button and then it pops up. So I'm like, do this shit every week? There's got to be another way.
Yeah, I do it every week. It's fucking...
I know, but there's got to be some other way.
I mean, I wish. I just haven't found a way that... you know, makes sense or works.
Mm.
So you can see right here, like I'm putting in my.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just putting in all of my visuals right now.
And that's one scene right there.
So while it stays this scene, I just then I change out the different pictures. So like the header and the pictures underneath it will change, and that's what each button is for.
That okay.
Yeah.
And
so
that's only one scene. Oh shit!
What's that?
I said that. So that's one scene, but your pictures and header change from another button.
Yeah. So then, if I
6 windows open, it's hard for me to see, but I can see a little bit of it.
No, yeah. I was just gonna go to. So, there's that. So right here, like this is Combat Sports News. Mm-hmm. So then each button, if I go into the button, it has like that's to start my audio, get me to that scene, mm-hmm. and then my header and my first visual. Mm-hmm. So then if I go to the next one, oh shit, I didn't mean to go out of there. So then if I go to the next one, it turns off the one visual from before, turns on the next two that I want. So,
and that bar at the top is the audio that's continuously playing, or is that a whole different?
No, this one right here.
Yeah.
No, that's the. So I keep the audio for like probably about. It depends, just about 2 or 3 fights that I'm going through, and then I'll change the audio. So right now, the same audio will keep playing from the first clip. Mm-hmm. So this is just to turn off the one visual I had in the previous slide, basically, and then this turns on the next 2. So I have 2 for this next one. See, so then if I click on this one, then I turn off the 2 from the one before, turn on the new 2 that I want. Right. So that's how I go through it.
Multi-function buttons every week.
Yeah.
Like a whole page worth on the Excel. You would be better off probably with another deck just for the show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I have my, you know, if I go out of this, you can see at the bottom, go all the way out. You can see right here, it's small, but technically unsound. Mm-hmm. So that's my other profile. So I switched the profile.
Profile change. Okay.
And this is like all my shit for this show. And if I move over, it's all my sounds.
Mm, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I know there's a way to streamline a lot of this, but I just haven't figured out if I want to learn something new when I've already got this down.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It just looks like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And that's why I say when I have a night that I need to prep, this is what I mean. No, so I'm doing I'm doing all this right now while I'm trying to somewhat engage as well as listen to what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We ain't talking about shit.
You about to be talking about sleeping out there.
Oh, B. Hurley says it was DC or MD. She picked up a small state. Okay. He was just talking about.
That was before you left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we were wondering how Kamala bumped up a little bit.
And Magic's is gaming.
I'm still shocked that New Mexico is showing up as red in the AP. But the betting odds are really heavy Trump.
Yeah, I see that.
They must know something.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
I thought I had a new sound effect. Besides that, gargle my balls one.
How long I've been waiting for this.
In the club, we all fam.
Wait, what am I hearing?
TV.
Oh, okay.
Magic's
It
probably.
is the TV.
Muted. But it's TV though.
You know, this big TV right here. This was the TV in our bedroom. It had not been turned on in over a year.
Damn.
I fall asleep to my bedroom TV.
I don't even have a TV in my bedroom.
We hadn't turned it on in a year, and I asked my wife, I said, can I just take this TV out to the podcast studio? And she said, yeah, go for it.
You're not going to miss it if you don't use it.
It's a crappy TV, though. It's a TCL, and it's Roku, and it's very slow.
But you're also a foot away from it. I mean, shit.
Yeah, it's not something that I guess I'm not going to use very often, so I don't care if it's fast or slow.
That's kind of why I don't use the smart TV portion. I always just put a Fire Stick on because I just feel like the TV is always slow.
I was going to see with B. Hurley's comment about crypto. Is it because of possible Trump taking over? Is that why crypto is going crazy?
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, that and so I was listening to Elon earlier on X, and he's down at Mar-a-Lago watching it with them. So that might have some influence.
Elon is supposed to be coming on board if Trump wins to be like a government efficiency.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they call it the Department of Government Efficiency. So what do those letters spell? Doge.
Imagine
shit.
Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE.
Just like how the car spells sexy. Yeah, Imagine that. Or now actual smart summon. It says in the app, ass. So if you go to call your car to you, it says ass.
That's crazy. It is still, I mean, Kamala's up to 112. Trump's at Trump's been sitting at 198 now for a while, though.
There's a lot of states that are just barely closing.
Yeah, there's still a lot in the pink. Pennsylvania has flipped pink now.
Shit's giving me a headache.
Wow, New York Times has now put Trump up to 296.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't have another window open. Guess I could, but no. I don't want to see any more. I'm already inundated.
What is this? This is drink number 5. What are these voodoos? 7 or 5?
7.
Damn, I'm getting bugged up. What? Who said that? Who said that?
What the fuck?
Hi, how are you?
Damn, I fucked up at work today. No, it wasn't. I didn't fuck up today at work, but one of my calculations must have been wrong yesterday or the day before. I don't know when, but there was some formula that was wrong in something I did at work, and it was causing a problem today. That's when that's when the complaints came in today. So I fixed it, but I'm like, shit, when did I break that? Like, I can't tell when I broke
Don't open it tonight, because you're going to pay for it tomorrow.
Well, sometimes I think I should, because when I have a little bit to drink, I'm a little more creative with my...
The only time that works for me is music.
I may not be accurate, though, but I may be... I am creative, but I may not be accurate.
All right, Office Space.
Yeah, it's like I shouldn't be writing Python right now.
Yeah, Python, C, any... Nope.
What are we at? I mean, I think we're gonna know something tonight. I think we're gonna know the answer tonight. I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough alcohol to make it. I would say.
I think this pass is gonna be watching you.
Where are we at? 198. So Arizona flipped pink. Wasn't Arizona just blue a minute ago?
Arizona was pink a minute ago, I thought, unless I missed it.
It was pink and then blue and then pink again.
Yeah. Arizona's going to fluctuate as they count the different parts of Maricopa County. All that matters in Arizona is Maricopa County. Sorry, Big E. Pima County don't really matter.
I don't give a fuck.
But I mean, obviously in Illinois, Chicago is the only place that matters here.
Shy.
But you got to vote for your coroner.
Stupid.
You've been obsessed with that for like 2 hours.
Because I've been seeing the signs all over the place.
For a coroner?
Why? Why do we vote for a coroner?
This for 2 hours. Because you never know who's going to inject your corpse with Diddy. I don't know. Fuck.
Inject your corpse with formaldehyde?
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
A few moments later.
Arizona's too close to call. Oh, shit. Arizona is close. Damn. 49.6 for Trump, 49.5 for Harris.
That's not even surprising here.
What do you think it's going to end up as?
Don't ask me. My bet.
What are your thoughts for Arizona? Trump or Harris?
I don't know.
Trump.
Okay.
The betting markets are... Shit. The betting markets are out of control right now. 91.5 for Trump. Oh, shit. New York Times just went up to 297 for Trump on the estimate. If Harris doesn't win, it's because of her vice presidential pick.
Say how you feel without saying how you feel.
I just don't like that guy. He's weird
Obviously.
looking.
He's weird looking.
She just had the wrong guy. You know.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
And you know what? I think Biden was sabotaging her too. What? I think Biden was pissed that he got pushed aside, and he did these little subtle things to fuck with her.
He don't fuck with you.
I think Biden had bitterness. I'd be curious if Biden voted for Trump.
Oh my God. I need to go get some more ice because I just know. First of all, picturing him voting and wow. You know, you got to stay in the lines of the
that's true. You're right. I think someone else voted for him.
A proxy.
Yeah.
Who do you want again? Okay, I got you.
Hi, Joe.
It's time for your applesauce.
Have some ice cream. Do you want the rocky road or the cookie dough?
Hell, cookies.
Oh, shit. It's a cookie dough. What do we... Oh, Trump just went up to 204. What did he just pick up? I don't see what he just picked up.
Thank God this transmitter's got its own mute button on it.
I don't see anything that went solid red recently. Maybe it was Kansas. Kansas is small. That might have been it, because it was just a small bump he got. Arizona. He's going into Arizona right now. Let's take a look. Damn, it's close. Phoenix is obviously blue. Tucson is blue.
What's Cochise County at?
Red. Oh, no, it's got a little blue dot down there. So what is red? If Phoenix is blue, Tucson is blue, Sierra Vista is blue, what is left to be red?
Flagstaff.
Oh, no,
Yuma.
Flagstaff's a college town. They're always blue. Someone's getting zapped in the bug zapper, though.
Bug Zappington of the Zackamantan.
Wow, Trump's up by 5 million votes. But again, once California goes live, that shit's going to flip everything. Wow, Trump's up to 210. So? What just changed? Trump just went up to 210.
How much do you think that's going to change?
When California goes live?
Yeah.
It's going to go to 170. 170 for Harris. And then she'll get Washington for sure. Oregon is up in the air. Nevada's up in the air. New Mexico will go solid blue. I think Virginia. Oh, Virginia's already went light blue. I think that's going to go solid blue.
Virginia's been light blue for a minute, though.
Yeah. I don't know why they just don't call it. That needs to go solid. Then they'll throw the points on Harris.
Next drink.
What do you got next?
Some two turnt.
Two turnt. Save something for tomorrow night.
I got more.
I might have to go restock on my Mountain Dew.
I will say that is not good after you drink a Voodoo that has a lot of flavor.
Oh, yeah. Mountain Dew is always the opener. Wow, Trump. Hold on. Minnesota? Red?
Minnesota.
Oh, it's so small though. They've only counted 5%. What? How can Minnesota must have just closed? How they only count 5%? I mean, that's the home state of the vice president pick for Harris. So we
your favorite person that you
so Minnesota should go blue. Why is he highlighting Illinois? 72% and Harris. Okay. I mean, Illinois is going to Harris. I'm not even going to question that. I think what he's pointing out is that these are very close elections in these states, and they're normally not close. Like Illinois is normally a blue blowout. New York's normally a blowout. But they're closer this year because people are just pissed off. California is still open? Damn, they need to close that shit.
7:45 there.
Yeah.
They just barely.
Yeah.
Right.
All sad.
Right.
You're right.
I'm approaching another bathroom break, so I'm like, come on, California, shit.
Obviously, you got time.
Idaho will be red. I don't even know why we bother with it not being red yet. Nevada, that's probably going to be blue. I don't know what he's showing right here. Why is he saying Trump 242? Oh, because he's predicting Georgia and North Carolina will go to Trump. And let me look at Georgia right now is, what are they? They're at 88%, and it's about 200,000 for Trump, in 200,000 lead for Trump. So Georgia is most likely going to go Trump. North Carolina is 84%, and that's very close, though. 100,000 lead for Trump. I mean, that's just like one city, like a Raleigh-Durham or a Charlotte. That could easily swing back to blue.
One of the only two major cities.
Yeah. I mean, North Carolina's just got Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte, and damn it, I can't think of the third one. Wherever the colleges are.
UNC?
Yeah. Well, I guess that is Raleigh,
A&T,
Durham,
Aggies.
and Charlotte. So that's 3 different cities.
That's the 2 airports.
All right, what's happening? Oh, wow. New York Times predicting Trump's going to pull 299. It's not good because the New York Times is, everybody knows they're very Democratic, left-leaning. If they're predicting this much shit, that's discouraging for the Harris campaign. Wow, the needle just went to likely, not very likely, but
How much do you think the losing party is going to claim fuckery?
I mean, if it's close, I don't know, because everybody was ragging on Trump for, like election denial. So if the Democrats claim election denial, then they're just going to be falling into the same boat.
Oh, that's unheard of. Hypocrisy in politics?
I mean, even though Hillary did it in 2016.
And what do you mean by, define what you mean by election denial?
I mean, because
Like,
Trump was saying that there was Trump was saying that there was some cheating in 2020.
Okay. So you're saying that the losing party, it's likely the losing party will say somebody cheated.
Yeah. And that's pretty common lately. I think the losing party always says that.
Yeah. that's the best statement you made so far.
I'm retarded?
Only slightly.
Oh my, I will spit my drink out.
Hey, I do like this drink. What am I drinking now? The half and half hard iced tea, half and half.
Else that you're drinking?
The half and half is pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I like the Rocket Pop the best, but I think half and half is my runner up.
Half and half, I think, is probably going to be where I put at the top. That didn't come out right, but I like half and half, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Right.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Oh, something changed. Trump's now at 210. What went solid for Trump?
Earth? Fuck, I don't know.
Damn, California, Oregon, Washington. Those are all going to Harris. 53. What's Oregon? So California's 54. Oregon is 8. So that's 62. And then Washington is 12. So that's 74. So I think Harris will pick up 74 once these California, Oregon, Washington shut down. So that'll put her at about 200. So they'll be back to neck and neck. And then we'll get into the real shit.
Arizona's not final either.
Let me look at Arizona. What's Arizona at?
I remember
Arizona's at 50%, and it's close. 3,000 vote difference. That shit could go either way.
I thought Arizona was pretty close.
Arizona's very close. 3,000 votes ain't shit.
Right, but they're not done counting.
50%. That's it. They got a long way to go.
Oh, what the shit? Is there supposed to be water in this stuff, E?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, did you shake it?
No, but I'm about to.
Oh, yeah, you got to shake it.
Oh. Well,
Don't
last
break
one
it.
was like all powder. Yeah.
Shake
The last one was all powder, so I didn't know what it's supposed to look like.
Check it like a Polaroid picture.
Oh, so that little eyedropper to take some of the water out?
No, it's actually to add water in when it starts to become weak. That's what activates it.
Oh, okay. Because there's no directions with it. It's just a jar of death.
Wonder Twin Powers
go to the
activate.
website.
Gotcha.
You got to let your soul glow.
The website will explain all of it.
It's activated.
Oh, Kansas. Okay, B. Hurley saying Kansas went to Trump for 6 electorals.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
I wish they had timestamps on these chats.
The beverages are working out for you.
I know, it's like at work. I'll answer someone's I am from like 2 weeks prior. Like, oh yeah, that shit just change the formula there. Like, oh yeah, I'd already figured that out last month.
Right.
I'm looking at the AP map. The AP map hasn't really changed much.
No, it hasn't. I'm looking at the differences in the rallies.
Georgia, though, is up to 90%, but the vote count's only down. It's 100,000 difference in favor of Trump, but that still is too close to call. North Carolina, that's pretty shocking. They're at 86%, but they're also about 100,000 off. See, for North Carolina, I don't know if 100,000... I don't know if anybody can make up 100,000 in North Carolina. When you're at 86% in North Carolina, that's not a big state. 100,000 is pretty big chunk for North Carolina to say that it's too close to call. I don't know if 100,000 is too close to call. But Georgia is definitely too close to call right now. Georgia's only at 100,000. I mean, that's one city. Wisconsin's very close. Oh man, I don't know. Is Wisconsin going to go blue? There's about a 30,000 vote difference, and they are at 57%. That could go either way. Minnesota, I think, is going blue. They're only at 26%. Wow, Pennsylvania, 66%. Trump up by 300,000. Man, that's going to be tough for them to recover from Pennsylvania. Especially if they've already counted the big cities like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania, huh?
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia.
Oh, he's talking about the same shit. The depressed ginger. Basically been just hijacking his YouTube feed the whole night. Wow, and the betting odds. Look at that shit. 94% for Trump on the betting. And are they saying $1.4 billion have been voted or been bet on? I don't understand what these numbers are saying. 915 million voted for Kamala and 1.4 billion voted for Trump. Or not voted, but bet on Trump. I'm not sure what that means.
They placed the bet on Trump to win.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of people voting on that or betting on it. That's what happens when you got money to throw.
I guess.
Says the person with a 50-inch TV next to them that can't see it.
Yeah, but this is a TCL. You know how much a TCL costs from Best Buy for a 50-inch?
$200.
Yeah, $200.
Yeah, it's like $50, but yeah.
Right.
That's how much they are at Walmart right now.
Yeah.
They're still there.
I was like, maybe I should just buy a new TV on principle. That this bitch is $250 for like a 70-inch TV.
This is like a 55-inch 720p. This shit is slow as shit. It's a Roku. I really like this half and half voodoo. What is this percentage? Is this also 7?
Yeah, all the voodoos are.
Oh,
Feeling that.
Damn, iPad's gonna die.
death of the iPad.
Oh, I've been on it for hours, so I'm like, I don't have a charger near me that will support that.
Yeah, 3.4. 3.4 billion has been bet on this election.
You're gonna add on to it?
I'm not sure how I'm reading that. That's a lot of betting. I didn't even know you could bet on elections.
You can bet on anything.
We mentioned that at the beginning. I said I didn't know it either.
Yeah.
I need what you're drinking.
It's just volume. It's nothing. It's not about the quality. It's about the quantity.
Well, I need that then. Just flood my kidneys.
It's like a once in a blue moon thing. I think the last time I really got fucked up was on a watch party. One of Big E's watch parties.
I believe that, but everybody was.
No one remembers because we were all fucked up.
Sometimes you just want to take a nap.
Maybe I will do a 6-pack tonight. I might actually bring a beer out. Mick Ultra.
Dear.
Bruh. I'm retarded?
A few moments later.
I need to just make that one. I need to make that one of my foot pedal buttons. Because one of my foot pedal buttons is this. This is one of my foot pedal. This is a waste. Like, when the fuck am I ever going to do this shit? Like, that's a wasted foot pedal button.
I don't know. That was entertaining right now.
Now you just gotta say, put the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again.
We only got 3 buttons.
Rubs the lotion on the skin.
That sounds all ditty.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to go get another drink. Oh, I gotta push. I fat fingered the mute. Fat-footed.
What the fuck?
I'm fucked.
This is Tommy's kidneys right now.
Well, good thing it's only like once every 3 months.
3 months? You mean 4 years? Are you like, what
No, he's talking about being that fucked up.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. Now that you figured out all the tricks to your watch parties.
What are we at? Damn, this shit needs to move. Come on, Electoral College. Do some shit.
I told you to get rid of them.
Definitely get rid of that college.
Talking about it like it's the U of A or some shit. Get rid of the college.
No. I've always wondered. I get what Tom brought up.
No one needs that shit.
No, every vote, every individual count as individual people.
Cremo says 30 seconds.
For what?
For what?
Perfect.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go grab one more drink.
Yeah, I just heard my oven ding, so I'll be right back. As soon as I can find the fucking...
These nuts.
What the fuck?
Sionina.
Tommy's pressing buttons and he's not even there? It's the longest shit ever. Bring it! He's playing a whole fucking song or what? Oh my god. We gonna get copyrighted for this? Is it fucking intermission music and shit? This is all because Magix doesn't even pay attention.
I'm hearing everything going on.
We can't even hear you.
I know you.
I know you're talking, but I can't hear you. Say it again. Did he step on the pedal when he left, or what?
I was saying I could say anything I want. Nobody would be able to hear what the fuck I'm saying.
Exactly.
That was bullshit. So did Trent upgrade the Black Ops 6 and rocking that now, or is still on Modern Warfare 3?
No, she's on Black Ops 6 as far as I know.
My echo is like, would you like to continue playing Techmaster PEB? Oh, both of them are out, not in the room. Huh.
No.
It's just us, the quiet cast. Silence is golden.
Yeah, I'm just finishing my prep here, and then I'll probably be out.
I was actually literally just going to come on and try and see if... I've seen a couple of people do their profiles or do their cast in a portrait mode. And I think I tried it before once in OBS, but I'm trying to figure out how to get it to fit the format.
And shit, California's in there. Look at that. Look at that shit. Kamala got a bump.
Say that like she got a bump of cocaine or something.
I'm about to take a bump of this half and half. ASMR. Listen.
So yeah, I'm trying a new format. Instead of putting myself in the tiny little corner, I figured I would try to do like either a 1/4 size.
You might want to gargle my ball sack.
Or put it at the top.
Oh God damn.
Did you see my little beer light? Hold on. Did you see my little beer light that I got? It's hard to see, but it's right down here.
Oh, yeah.
It's right down here. It was some 15. It's some shit I bought to get me at my $25 overnight delivery limit, you know? Like you have to spend $25 to get like overnight delivery.
Yeah.
So Riley wanted some earbuds. And that shit was like $10. So then I was like, oh shit, I need something for 15. So I bought this light. So I got this little beer light. 214 to 179. What are the betting at? Oh, the betting shit. That's still 93% Trump. It's weird. They must think that well, Georgia will definitely go to, I think Georgia's going to go to Trump. Let me look at Georgia right now. What are they at? Georgia is, it's very close. So it's like 100,000, but it's 90%. So I don't know if that 10%, if she can overcome 100,000. North Carolina is at 87%. Oh, North Carolina is about 150,000. I don't think North Carolina can recover that. I don't think Kamala can recover North Carolina. They'll probably just call that shit for Kamala. What's Pennsylvania at? Pennsylvania is very close. 51% to 47% with 70% counted. But it's Trump right now. Wow, Minnesota. Well, that's still 28%. I think that'll go blue. Wisconsin is 61%. Man, I feel like that'll go blue, but I don't know. Oh, Minnesota's only 12%. It's Michigan that's 28%. There's not a lot of states left. All that pink shit in Nevada, really. Virginia? Yeah. Virginia's not done yet? That's still up in the air? Wow, Virginia's 60,000 vote difference between Harris and Trump. But Harris is winning. I think, what are they at? 75%? I think Harris is going to take Virginia.
Well, polls are just now closing out here.
Yeah, I think Harris takes Virginia. I think Harris takes New Mexico. Harris takes Oregon. Okay, she got Washington, so she's at 179. Oregon is going to give her probably another, how many votes? 8. So that'll put her at 187. New Mexico is only 5, so that'll put her at 192. She'll creep up. Virginia will put her at 13, 192, 10. So that'll put her at 205. So it'll be neck and neck again once these light blue states go solid blue. I don't know what this dude's doing here with his... Elon's already saying it's game over.
Fuck him.
He don't know.
The hate is real.
Well, just because that dude made a nice electric car and can fly to Mars, he don't know nothing.
That company existed long before him.
That's true.
Watch out, he gonna turn that shit off on you while you're going like 100 on the freeway.
He's already shadow banned me, so.
What am I missing here?
Your mistakes are not the fault of the creator.
What?
I don't know.
That's not a
sci-fi shit. Am I talking about nature? You going old school? Star Trek the movie shit?
You know I would never quote Star Trek, so.
They're calling North Carolina? Hold on, let me see if that's real. Are they calling North Carolina? I don't think they're actually calling North Carolina. This could just be fake news. Fake news is a real thing.
Mm.
Ooh, that's not good. CNN is saying the Harris campaign is being silent.
It's commercial.
So Trump is in North Carolina. Trump is up by about 140,000 votes, with 88% reported. Georgia is very close, still about 100,000 difference, with 88% reported. So North Carolina and Georgia are about on pace with their vote counts, about the same pace. What's going on in Arizona? Arizona is 50% counted, and it is neck and neck, 3,000 vote difference. Right now it's favoring Trump, but shit, 50% ain't shit.
That ain't shit.
Ain't shit. Type shit.
Type shit.
Well, I will leave you guys to it because I'm done with my prep and I just realized what time it was. So
What time is it?
it's 9:11 for me.
Right. It's late for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit and watch something with the wife before we go to bed.
All right.
So I'm out, but I will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace out.
Peace.
Get your smelling
Later.
salts ready.
They'll be ready.
Done.
I got it.
I got working ones this time.
All right, later.
Bye. All right, what's happening? Oh, Michigan. Wait a minute. Michigan flipped red all of a sudden?
Where do you see that at?
Where's Alaska at?
Wow, Michigan is it's not big, but it's like 70,000 for Trump. And they are at Michigan's only at 30%. Why are they struggling to count them votes? Count the votes, people. Wisconsin is at 60% counted. It's so close though. Wisconsin's at about a 6,000 vote difference. Trump is barely holding on to Wisconsin. I'm not sure if he's going to hold that. I think that'll flip. Oh, Cremo says Alaska don't even vote for 3 hours.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is their electoral though? 3. They only got 3. Hawaii's got 4.
Wait, does Puerto Rico vote?
No. I mean, They vote, but they don't have electorals.
Nope. They are just someone else that was colonized by this fucked up place.
They're just a province.
Fucked up.
Right. Matter of fact, shit. I turned the oven off, but I don't think I took the food out. Oops.
Yeah, Puerto Rico should we should just relinquish Puerto Rico.
That won't
For
happen.
real, what's the point of us holding on to them if we're not going to make a mistake and give them anything to fucking do?
They're not going to let go of Puerto Rico because look at where it's situated. It's a great place to have a base and attack others across the ocean.
I understand that may have been, and that may still be the case, but
it is. Look, why else do we want Alaska?
This is one of those things of what I was saying. This goes to prove what's the point of having the elections don't mean shit. You have an entire territory of people that vote, but their votes don't count for anything other than what? The popular vote, and the popular vote ain't shit.
Well, they were called trash, so.
Even before then. You take out the slander and all the bullshit with the
I don't disagree.
And all that.
Forget about it.
Well, the problem with Puerto Rico is there was a lot of corruption in their local government. Like their most recent, they have a governor. Like Puerto Rico has a governor that they elect, but I guess he was pocketing all the money that they were sending for hurricane relief. So Puerto Ricans were not seeing that money, even though billions were being sent there. Puerto Ricans are kind of disgruntled right now. And yeah, Puerto Rico has been hit hard with some hurricanes recently.
I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to be part of some place that doesn't want me. I mean, but as African American, that's kind of the situation for everybody that came back from Vietnam. And World War II.
They're not. Why are they saying that they're calling Georgia? They're not calling Georgia. Georgia is still pink. Oh, but shit, the lead's up to like over 200,000 now, and they're at 90%. I think Georgia's going to stay red. It's going to go solid in any second now. Shit, and how many is Georgia? That is 16. So that'll put Trump at 230. And then once North Carolina goes solid red, that's another 16. That puts Trump at 246. What's Arizona at? Arizona's very close though. 3,000 vote difference between Harris and Trump. It's hard to tell.
It ain't that hard to tell.
New Mexico though should go solid blue any second now. That's gonna be Harris. That's she's got a big lead in New Mexico now. Almost 50,000, and that's a small state. I still think Minnesota's going to go Harris. I think Wisconsin's going to go Harris. Michigan might even, well, shit. Trump's got about 100,000 lead there, but only 30% counted. Pennsylvania, 75%. Trump's up by about 150,000. Trump is probably going to hold Pennsylvania. He'll probably take those.
Do you need to win 270?
Yeah. So with Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, I think Trump gets it. He's very close to getting all three of those. And Arizona is probably going to go Trump. That'll probably push him over the edge. I think AP is not calling some of these as quickly as CNN is. I think CNN is calling these a little sooner.
To avoid the fake news.
Yeah, but AP is kind of fake news too. CNN obviously is fake news, but...
What?
What now?
I mean, everybody in general is fake news.
Because everybody is fake. Nothing is real.
Well, it's because a lot of people don't verify anything anymore. Like in the old days, there was like investigative reporting. I don't think they do that anymore.
They need to bring back the show Newsroom. That was a good show.
Newsroom was a good show. Plus, we like what's her name. She was super hot.
Oh, what's her face?
Yeah, from X-Men Apocalypse. Damn, what was her name?
I want to say Megan. M something. M or N.
She dated
me?
The Green Bay Packer dude for a while. For a long time, she was with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, North Carolina just went Trump. Now he's at 230. Shit, he's close.
Oh, that's just going to be a fuckload.
If Georgia and Pennsylvania, once they call Georgia and Pennsylvania, it's done.
Bullshit interviews. And
it'll kind of be that blowout situation.
I need to find something else to watch for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, Oregon is going to go Harris, so she's still got that.
Have you been watching?
New Hampshire's only got like 1,000 people. Why is it so hard to count their votes? Maine ain't got a lot of people. Why are they taking so long to count these Maine and New Hampshire votes? Those are like the smallest states.
Because those are all states where you got influence, outside parties.
Yeah, but those are Democrat states.
No, you got. It doesn't matter what they are. You got other people that are influencing it. You got to have the union count the votes, and if the union ain't counting the votes, then it ain't right.
The union that for what? What union?
I don't know. The vote counting union.
The Shelf Stocker 444 local.
Right.
We stock the shelves at all the Safeways. God damn it.
And we're the ones counting the vote. We're the one counting the ballots. Only we can count these ballots. If we don't count the ballots, then they don't count.
Well, at this point, I'm just ready for somebody to win. Because shit, I gotta go take a piss again.
You might as well go do that because there's still some counting to do.
Oh, What's he showing right now?
Who?
Uh-oh, he's showing the betting odds again. Damn, it's up to 94. For a minute, though, it was 99. Right now, it's 94, so she's still got a 6% chance. There's not a lot of states left, though, for her to win.
Got Nevada.
Nevada, Oregon, Minnesota. I think Minnesota flips blue.
Arizona.
I think Arizona.
Got Arizona
I think Arizona's going to go red.
It was blue before. It's flip-flopped.
Yeah, but it's trending red right now. But it's only 50% counted, so you're right. It could go either way. It's 50%. And it's only what's the vote count? Oh, it's close. 3,000 vote difference. I mean, shit, that's one apartment complex.
That is yeah.
Oh, what's B. Hurley talking about Jennifer Lawrence? Let's bring up some visuals of what he's talking about.
Damn, I'm still trying to think of that girl's name from that show.
Oh, you're talking about from X-Men Apocalypse?
From Newsroom.
Oh, shit, dude. God damn it. Let me just type hot girl X-Men Apocalypse. Hot actress X-Men Apocalypse.
Why wouldn't you just put hot actress Newsroom?
Damn, my spelling is so fucked up. Oh, there she is. Olivia Munn.
Yep, that's it.
She is fine.
But was she better than Meghan Markle? From Suits.
I'm going to say Olivia Munn was definitely better than Meghan Markle.
I'm talking about prime Suits day before
Oh no, I mean, I'm not hating on
shit.
Meghan Markle. I thought she was very cute, but Olivia Munn? Shit. Olivia Munn, remember her from back in like the tech, remember she was doing like some G4 tech show shit?
Oh yeah, she was on
she been around.
That is true.
She been rocking like nerds.
She had her bags
like
for a while.
Wax sessions for a while.
Could you go to wax?
Shit.
Oh my god.
Back when it was like shit. Back when the internet first came out. Wasn't she on like some old ass shows like G4 Tech
TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, G4 Tech TV. She did the news.
Yep. Who'd have thunk that she'd been a sex symbol?
I think she knew. I'm pretty sure she knew right off the bat. She was like, these motherfuckers ain't getting no play.
Kamala just got Oregon, so she's up to 187. 187 with the gat in your mouth. Georgia is still up for grabs. Virginia flipped blue. It's not solid yet, but I think it's going to go solid any second. Maine and New Hampshire still light blue, which doesn't make sense to me. New Mexico should be solid blue by now. I think Kamala bumps up to over 200. I think it gets close. It's not going to be a blowout, but shit. Olivia Munn. Damn. She's kind of old now, but she was definitely symbolic.
She's 44. Like Vietnamese and Chinese or some shit.
She's 44? Damn,
Yeah.
I think that's how old Mrs. DJ Tommy is.
Yeah, well.
You definitely need a song for Mrs. DJ Tommy. That's like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man.
Suno. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I mean, because you had Pac-Man, then didn't Miss Pac-Man have a song too?
I hope so. I mean, Miss Pac-Man deserved a song, though.
I never really understood why Miss Pac-Man did better than the original Pac-Man.
Just because of the variety.
It was the same fucking game.
No, because Miss Pac-Man had different screens, different mazes.
Oh.
Pac-Man always had the same maze. Miss Pac-Man, you had that change every few levels. The maze would change.
Oh, what? Oh, this is some fuckery. Who's?
And then they had those little intro screens with between this, like every few levels, Miss Pac-Man would do like a little cute scene.
I don't remember playing Miss Pac-Man that much. After I played it, the regular Pac-Man, and got used to playing with that, which I'd explained the game theory to Infinity that allowed me to actually learn how to play that game and run and gun.
But learn how to play which game? Miss Pac-Man?
Just Pac-Man. Like when I tried to play Pac-Man, I sucked like the first 3 or 4 days. And
what did you have to learn?
I couldn't. I didn't.
How to not get attacked by a ghost?
I was trying to play it very analog and just
retarded.
And I just couldn't flow with the game. Like I didn't get it. And then I had a dream about just letting go of just fucking moving.
Well, the thing about Pac-Man is you always see these little cheats, like what did they call them? Patterns?
Yeah. Later on, I learned that there were patterns to the game.
Yeah. So I didn't like those patterns though. They weren't smooth. Like you always had to like double back.
Yeah, that's because that's what they were. People just memorized the patterns. Alexa, turn off the studio heater.
You got the heater on? What the hell?
Dude, it's like 60 degrees outside.
That ain't cold.
To you, it's not cold.
Oh, that's true.
I'm still acclimated to Arizona.
Good point. I've been away from Arizona for 11 years now.
Oh, I didn't even see if J Money was on.
All right, let me see what the latest counts are in certain states. AP. Okay, so North Carolina went solid red. Georgia is close. Georgia is about 150,000 for Trump. 91% counted. So that's still too close to call. But I do have a feeling it's going to go red, solid red soon. Pennsylvania is starting to pull away for Trump. It's 76% counted. Pennsylvania is about 200,000 lead for Trump.
Yet too cold to hold.
Minnesota is what's puzzling me. 34% counted, about a 30,000 vote lead for Trump. I think that goes away. I think Minnesota goes blue. Wisconsin is about 67%. 100,000 vote lead for Trump. I think that goes away.
So you never answered before when I asked, what are the other big issues that are on the ballots? Like, because I'm hearing all the things about the votes, but what about the big ballot issues? Like before they have the gun ballot, the abortion ballot, all that stuff. I mean, is there any big issues on there, or is it just a plethora of bullshit?
I mean, it's just local. Whatever your local situation is. For me, it was about. For me, there wasn't anything other than there on the Illinois ballot. There was something about, do you want to be able to penalize politicians for, I don't even remember what it was. It was just, it sounded like some word garbage. I think I voted no for it. It was about like being able to criminalize politicians for something. It's like, I ain't trying to criminalize politicians, because politicians are politicians. Like they just do what they do.
Yeah.
We ain't got time to be criminalizing all the politicians, because they just do whatever they do. And then there was another one about, and here there was about something about, do you want to, I think it was about raising property taxes to create a new ambulance district or something. And I'm like, shit. My property taxes are already high. It's like, we just ain't going to have no ambulance district.
What about, so there's no, nothing on the books for federally legalizing marijuana?
No. I don't know if you would see anything like that on an election. That shit would just go to the Senate and the House of Representatives and they'd vote on it. You would vote for your politician and they would vote on those kind of different scenarios. But locally, I think California has something on the election about abortion or something. Shmushmortion.
A little late, but okay.
I think Michigan's about to flip blue. It's very close for Trump right now, but I think Michigan's going to go blue. So Trump's at 230, so he needs 40 more to win. That would probably be. I think Georgia and Pennsylvania is all Trump needs. All he cares about right now are Georgia and Pennsylvania. Georgia would give him 16. Pennsylvania would give him 19. 16, 19, what's that? 35. So that would put Trump at 265. Shit, then he would still need like an Arizona or a Nevada. So it would be very close.
Was there anything big on the Arizona polls?
My idea big and yours are not the same. There was
you mean locally? Oh yeah, properties.
There was property tax stuff. There was some property things. There was a couple of laws about where monies that are already allocated go. Excuse me. Selling bonds for the county in order to fund stuff without raising taxes.
Oh, Maricopa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
do they say what they're going to spend that for, or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the book in front of me anymore, but yeah, a lot of it was education, stuff like that.
Okay.
At least that's what was written down.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably good.
So there was definitely some stuff that people should have voted on.
Oh, New Mexico just went solid blue. So Harris is up to 192 now.
And of course, the presidential ballot, the state representatives, stuff like that, which matters more than people think it does. That's your voice right there.
Yep. I mean, I think the local shit's equally, if not more important than the national shit, because, man, that shit that is local, that hits your pocketbook quickly.
Yeah, it's probably faster, and it definitely matters. A lot of people don't think that things matter, but
that shit with property taxes and local taxes, I mean.
Well, some people are like, oh, I rent and this and that.
Yeah.
But if you read through that, it affects more than just that.
Yep. I mean, even as a renter, that just means the next time you renew your lease, that shit's bumping.
Yep, and there was some in there about capping certain limits. So, yeah, I'm surprised as long as you've been there, you didn't switch your voting, but whatever. I'm just exhausted at this point.
Honestly, I don't even know if I voted when I lived in Arizona.
Well, I was talking about Magic's, though. Been there for several years.
Was not a high point on my list.
That's fine. That's why I just said okay.
Yeah, for the longest time, like voting, like who, I don't know. Things just didn't seem to matter to me. Like I felt like I was in control of my own financial destiny and things like that. It's like I worked hard to get to my status or whatever. And I felt like, yeah, you know, these people that I vote for, they're not making a difference in my life. But over the past couple elections, it just seems like that's changed. Like, it's like,
well, I mean, even for that, it's like a mom with Medicare and stuff like that. That's a big one that's on the ballot.
Yep.
There are, but there aren't. And you got to understand the system, how it works, and whether or not it applies to you. Like, me and Mike used to have these discussions, and it was like, you're not voting. When you vote, you're not voting for yourself. You're voting for your kids or other people's kids, because by the time any change of law takes effect, you're probably going to be dead, or it's not going to apply to you, except for things like gun laws. Like, hey, you know, open carry is allowed, or, you know.
There's a lot of things that take effect before that, but okay.
But but a lot of the big things, like at the time, like Medicare, Medicaid, a lot of those things didn't apply to you as a person. And they applied to other people. And so you're not voting on what applies, what is applicable to you. You're voting on what's applicable to other people. So he basically, and one of the things was, he was like, so
isn't he a homeowner?
Well, hold on. So Aaron at the time was the only one, and Donald were the only ones that, and Tom were the only ones that had kids. And he was like, so what you're saying is you're voting that for for Aaron's kid to no longer have, you know, subsidized school lunches. You know, let's say it's that, or to get more teachers. And it's like, for someone who it doesn't apply to, it's hard to vote for something that doesn't apply to you.
But you
really don't care about.
Have a kid. You've said that multiple times. So by the time you did have one,
what now?
You also have wanted to have a kid.
Okay, but that's still, when I have a kid, then I can make that into effect, or I can have that go into effect.
Why wait for one?
Because that may affect my option for something that I do want.
So because it only directly affects you at that time is when it matters?
Yeah, kind of. It's my vote. Because if you're saying, okay, do you want to vote to have free school busing for all kids, or do you want to have open carry in every state?
Mm-hmm.
Well, open carry in every state affects me right now. Free school buses for kids doesn't affect me at all, and may not affect me ever. So why would I want to give my vote away for that instead of something that I want?
Away. That's just another option.
But you know, I guess it's kind of hard to explain. It's very hard for me to wrap my head around voting for something that has no implication to me, that I don't care about, that I have no dog in the fight, and then base my vote off of somebody else's social media influence. I'll just throw that in there.
Nothing to do with social media. It's got to do with...
I'm joking about the social media thing, but it's based on somebody else's opinion or what somebody else suggests, because it doesn't apply to me, but it applies to them. So they want me to vote on their behalf. It's very hard for me to wrap my head around doing that when it doesn't apply to me. And it can affect other people negatively.
Negatively how?
So, I mean, there's people that don't believe anyone should have guns.
Right.
I'm a person that believes I believe every state should be like fucking Arizona, the Wild Wild West, open carry. Because to this day, and you know, if we got fact checkers in the room,
to this day,
I still haven't found a mass shooting or a mass incident that's occurred in Arizona, other than the Glendale Mall one. And that really wasn't a mass shooting. It wasn't like Aurora College or Columbine or anything like that. I haven't seen it. I saw, you know, you had the one with the chick in Tucson, but that was basically an assassination attempt. But you haven't had any kind of mass incidents in Arizona. And Arizona is one of the only Wild Wild West ones out there because everyone's packing. Even Texas had one because they have some rules in Texas. But that's just me. Like I said, I didn't know what other big issues were on the ballot.
Right.
You guys are talking about property taxes and everything else. I don't own property, so I really don't care about property taxes. It doesn't apply to me now because this exact same vote could come up again in another 4 years, and I may own a house then, and it may concern me then. Right now, it doesn't concern me.
Facts.
I was giving Tom a little break to sober up and
Appreciate
take over
that. And it didn't work. I'm not sobered up. But I am about to bounce because I didn't think it would be finalized by tonight. I don't think we're going to know anything by the end of the night. It's not looking like it.
What is our final standings?
Right now we're at 230 to 192, but there's still some states in play, and I don't think they're going to have their votes counted by the end of the night. They're kind of lollygagging. So I think I think this is going to drag out for a few days. Like in 2020. No surprise. It's not necessarily a blowout. I mean, I think if Trump gets Georgia, that'll put him, I think, at 245. It'll put him close, but it's not over the finish line, and I don't think it's happening tonight.
So my question is this then. All right. So do you think they're going to stop voting? All right, it's 10 o'clock. We're cutting it off.
Yeah, voting's done. Now it's a matter of counting. Yeah, it's counting right now.
No, they're not going to stop.
That's what I figured.
That's
Stick
illegal.
with it.
But there's still a lot to count. And,
I mean, Hawaii's probably still voting. Because for them, it's only like
electoral vote.
2 in the afternoon for Hawaii.
No, it's not. It's 6 something there, I think.
Oh, okay.
So what time is it in Hawaii?
In Hawaii, it's 6:43 p.m.
Yep.
Oh, okay. They probably either close at 6 or 7. Everybody closes at 6 or 7 except for New York. I think New York closed at 8. But all right. Well, shit. We tried to do it. We tried to bring America the results, but the results just ain't ready.
You know what you could do is just leave the stream open and on that guy's podcast.
This is
just anyone who would just
if anybody wants to watch his podcast, he's called the Depressed Ginger. Depressed Ginger. He's pretty good. He's a betting guy. He's a sports betting guy, and he's just doing elections for this thing. Just to do something different. But he's pretty good at getting all the details and all the numbers, all the odds. But I'm about to head in. We're going to be back tomorrow night for a regular episode with all kinds of brain teasers and trivia. Back to normal.
B. Hurley, thanks for hopping in. Sorry, I thought I was watching the YouTube leak on it and seeing the chat, but I apparently had that covered up.
Don't forget, subscribe and like this video.
Like, share, subscribe.
Bump us up on that algorithm. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. Even though it was a pop-up, it wasn't planned. It was just like one of those last-minute things. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss an episode. Join us again tomorrow night. We will be live for our normal Wednesday night broadcast, Technically Unsound. And I think we're going to wrap it up because I'm on number 6. I'm kind of...
He has completed this. Wait, did you finish 6?
I'm about 3/4 done with 6. I'm kind of mentally...
You got to stick with 6. You got to finish off 6.
I'm going to chug it right now. I'm going to chug it right now. 6. Chug.
You got to prove it. You got to chug it and then tip it over so we see that it's empty.
Oh, shit.
See, you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting.
The shit's empty now. Even though I just poured some on my shirt. On my DJ Tommy shirt. See that DJ Tommy shirt right there?
DJ Tommy. I see that.
I'm not sure why I said since 2018, because I've been doing this shit since 1988.
1918.
No shit. Since I was DJing Jesus's parties.
Oh, so yeah. How come no one's showing any coverage of the party camps?
Infinity had coverage of that shit.
Like I remember, I don't know if I was hallucinating. The last election I was in the hospital. I thought they were going through and like as each state won their votes, they were showing like clips of like the party camps. Like, oh, we got Trump and blah blah blah.
No, there's parties. There's a Democrat party going for sure. The Republicans are they're not really partying. Because I think the Republicans are like, we partied in 2020 and that shit didn't work for us. We partied in 2020 and we lost.
And COVID happened.
We ain't rolling the dice again, but I'm about to bounce. We about to wrap it up for tonight, but catch us tomorrow night for a normal, technically unsound. We're going to do our trivia, our brain teasers, all that shit. It's all going to pop off. So tell your ladies to watch us. They probably are already watching us, but that's all right. We out. Oh, what's going on?
Somebody took over.
It's getting closer though. It is 2:30 to 2:05. New Mexico went solid. I knew it would. Shit. Why are they bullshitting about New Mexico? That shit was bound to be blue. But all right, I'm out. Going to the El Baño, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. I got to pee.
Peace.
Going to the end screen.
He's